Lake Bees Baseball is on the air.
Yes, this is my squad.
It's time to get you ready for another day at the ballpark with the On Deck Circle.
What do we have on deck?
Fire it up!
On 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Good evening and welcome to the On Deck Circle as tonight the Salt Lake Bees start their 2025 year in the Lone Star State. They begin a 3-game series with the El Paso Chihuahuas. Tony Parks with you here tonight, and thank you as always for being with us. Parker Long back in the Zone Sports Studios. There's nothing like the first game of the season. For the Angels organization, they're very excited about the mixture of young and veteran talent with this roster, a roster that includes a Gold Glove winner, World Series champions, October heroes, the PCL leader in triples a season ago, some dynamic base stealers, and some more young players that really turned some heads at the end of last season, hoping to carry that into this year. Manager Keith Johnson is back, and so is the rest of the staff. Shane Lukes, the pitching coach, is joined by Andy Hawkins. Alonzo Powell, the veteran hitting coach. Jack Santora, there's the bench coach. And continuity is in place. A healthy roster is certainly welcomed, and this team is deep with some of that uptick in talent and some of the major league experience that is there a lot as well. A lot of new faces for this team. That includes tonight's starting pitcher, Sean Anderson, the definition of a journeyman, looking to find his best place here with the Halos. He toes the slab tonight for the Bees. He started last year so well with the Rangers organization while he was in Round Rock. Won his first 3 starts, held opponents to hitting just 197. And that's what landed him with the Rangers. But he had 2 appearances with Texas, but then was DFA'd. Shortly picked up by the Marlins afterward. Spent most of his time in Jacksonville with 4 tough outings with the parent club. He's played for 7 different teams in his career. He was a one-time El Paso Chihuahua, actually, right here in this ballpark. And that was during the 2021 year, where he was a part of 4 different organizations during that season, and then 2 more during the offseason. So in a 12-month calendar span, he had been with 6 different organizations. It's been a wild ride for Anderson, who had some very bright moments in the spring, and his new kick changeup is a reason for that. We'll discuss that later on in the broadcast. For the Pups tonight, they go with Ryan Bergert. This is his AAA debut. He comes in as the number 21 prospect in the Padres organization. They have some high hopes for him in the way his season ended last year in San Antonio. It started well. He won his first 3 starts and then went 4-16 the rest of the way. I should say his team went 4-16 during those games. He didn't get tabbed with all 16 of those losses. But he started going deeper into games, but then started getting better in those games. Nothing more impressive than when he shut down all 18 hitters he faced on August the 15th as part of a combined no-hitter. He had 4 games where he pitched 6 or more innings, something he'd done just 5 total times before all of that. He kept hitters in check during that time span, holding them to a .190 average over his last 6 starts. Had a 22-1 strikeout to walk ratio when pitching 6 innings or more. So he's looking to move that into the start of the 25 year as he faces the Salt Lake Bees. When we come back, we'll hear from Bees manager Keith Johnson as we get you ready for the game tonight and for the 2025 season. This is the On Deck Circle on the KSL Sports Zone.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join the Salt Lake Bees Kids Club today. Kids 12 and under will receive a general admission ticket, a t-shirt, a $5 bounce back ticket to future games, access to exclusive events, as well as other perks and discounts for $30. The Bees are proud to partner with 50-plus recreation centers across the state and surrounding states to provide junior Bees baseball and softball programs to over 20,000 youth. To find a league near you, please visit slbees.com.
At Smith's, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Or you're listening to the On Deck Circle on the KSL Sports Zone. Welcome on back to the On Deck Circle. It is opening night for the minor league baseball season, and that is the first game of the season for the Bees against the El Paso Chihuahuas. And joined by manager Keith Johnson. KJ, 10 years you have been with the Salt Lake Bees. I mean, opening day is always exciting for me as a fan, as a broadcaster. What are the kind of emotions that you think of and go through when it comes to that first game of the year?
Don't mess it up. That's always the first thought. No, I mean, obviously this year, coming out of spring training, having our ballpark, and there was a lot of fires to put out, a lot of things, a lot of conversations we had. I feel like I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball, but I have a great staff. Shane's going to have the pitchers ready, he and Hawk, and Jack's going to have the guys ready on defense, and Zoe's going to have the offense ready. So I'm not really that concerned, but looking forward to it. I mean, this is going to be a really good team. The guys, we got a nice group of guys. They're a little bit veterans, but they're not old. They still got some game, still have some opportunities, and the biggest thing is it's like if the major league team ever needs to reach down here, the pool is 100% deeper than it's been for a while.
Yeah, not just guys that will be ready, guys that already are ready, and not just experience to that point, award winners, champions. I mean, not just major league experience, but big time clutch experience.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you up and down the pitching staff, and then on the offensive side and defensive side as well. You know what I mean? And we got 2 really good catchers behind the plate this year with, Chucky Robinson and Sebastian Rivero that are really, really good catch first guys. You know what I mean? They can handle the bat as well. So it's not like they're a zero on offense, but their calling card is their ability to navigate pitchers through tough spots and get them through innings and put up zeros. So I'm really excited about that. And then we have a lot more guys this year that can really play defense and catch the ball.
So many times in this league, so many things change. You mentioned that your staff stays the same. What are those advantages and some of those key things to the continuity you have with this group? Because it seems like the message is always consistent and the players know what to expect.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's the biggest thing is because now, we have another year under our belt with all of us working together. So there were some things that they deemed as being important that they saw that I deemed as important. And there's things that I deem as being important and I saw they thought it was being important. So I'm just trying to get them to use their voices more. And then they feel like they can use their voices more because, whether it's like Shane saying something to a hitter who doesn't run down the line or Zoe saying something to a pitcher who doesn't do something or whatever, there's a level of accountability in that when you go cross positional, that allows for really good teams to be at their best.
Last year, offensively, this team had their ups and downs, but the one thing you had was guys that were younger, that were emerging to the AAA level and making the most of that opportunity. A guy in Chad Stevens, obviously, a guy in Teodosio. They come into this. Last year, they talked about, hey, I want to end this year really well to kind of have some momentum into 25. What did you see from those 2 guys specifically in spring training and getting ready for this season that has you excited with this group now?
Like Teo's leaps and bounds better, from the starting point than he was last year. It's a lot closer to where he needs to be a big leaguer. But his point A right now is leaps and bounds further. The foundation is closer to being set, not all the way there yet, but defensively, he has a much better feel for what he's trying to do. So it's going to be a little bit more under control. His base running took leaps and bounds last year. I mean, he can still steal a base, but making some decisions on the bases that are going to be better. It's just having that year of experience and knowing the ballparks and all that other stuff. And Chad Stevens did a great job for us last year. Then Campero came up and did some good things. Got hurt a little bit, but then we ended up going to the big leagues. So I'm really excited to have him for a full season. Then you got Lugo. He's going to be playing some center field for us to begin with, just to get him some reps out there in case he's ever needed in center field. You know, he just kind of turned into a left fielder, but it's like let's give it a look, give it some reps, and then see where we are. But from the offensive standpoint, his baseball IQ and all those things, I mean, it's a really, really good group.
Yeah, that is something about last year. You look back on it, you reflect, you're like, I forgot just how injured this team was last year, and now they have some depth to go with it, too. It's one thing to have some players to rely on. Now it feels like you have versatility, you have depth, you have the continuity in the staff. Really gets a sense some great things are all coming together at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of these guys are baseball players. I mean, you got, Sanchez, you got Kieboom, you got J.D. Davis, Noda. Cavadas is starting to try to find his way about him. You know what I mean? And then you add those 3 young guys in the outfield, and it's like, and then you got the 2 catchers behind the plate. It's like some guys that know how to play baseball. So it's like they're going to hold each other accountable too, because if they see something, they're going to know that it's off, and they're going to hold their teammate accountable. Which like a family. You know what I mean? We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to have our arguments, our infighting, and stuff like that. But we're going to take care of everything in house, and the product out there is going to be much cleaner.
Well, I love it. There's a humility, there's a hunger, there's an honesty, and nothing like the passion that comes from watching your teams. So getting ready for this has been fun, and now we're excited to just get underway. So, Skip, best of luck to you, and we'll be talking to you throughout the year.
Let's get after it.
All right, that's manager Keith Johnson. When we come back, starting lineups, first pitch, all of that and more. You're listening to the On Deck Circle on the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood Holiday. We have something here at Holiday we call the 3 F's, and that means fast, friendly, and convenient. Now you might be saying, don't other convenience stores have convenience in their names? Or you might be saying that convenience doesn't even start with an F. And you know what? You're right. But the thing is, we're having way too much fun to care. Anyway, see you soon at your fast, friendly, and convenient neighborhood Holiday, because everybody loves a holiday.
A new era of baseball has arrived in Daybreak with the arrival of the Salt Lake Bees, and we are proud to be their official sponsor. Holmes Homes has been building in Daybreak for over 20 years, helping create a rich environment for families to live, grow, and play. Single-family homes, condos, and luxury estates, Holmes Homes has the perfect place for every fan. Join our neighborhood. Find your dream home in Daybreak today. Holmes Homes, building more than homes, building community.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Lineups tonight, beginning with the Salt Lake Bees. They lead it off with Gustavo Campero, and he's playing in right field. Matthew Lugo, the center fielder, batting second. Nico Cavadas is at first, batting third. Cleaning it up, J.D. Davis in the hot corner. The designated hitter bats fifth. That's Ryan Noda. Scott Kingery hitting sixth at short. Carter Kieboom is there at second base, batting seventh. The catcher's Chucky Robinson batting eighth. Bryce Teodosio is in left, batting ninth. And on the bump tonight for the Salt Lake Bees, it is Sean Anderson. Starting lineup for the El Paso Chihuahuas, Forrest Wall is in center field. He's going to lead it off. Trenton Brooks is at first base. He's batting second. The right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez, hits third, with the left fielder, Tirso Ornelas, cleaning it up. The catcher, Luis Campusano, batting fifth. Designated hitter Connor Joe hits sixth. Third baseman Mike Brasso hits seventh. Hitting eighth is Clay Dungan, the second baseman. Mason McCoy batting ninth and playing short. Ryan Berger on the mound tonight for the El Paso Chihuahuas, and we are set for game number one of this three-game series. When we come back, we'll have first pitch of the first game of this season. This has been the On Deck Circle, and it's right here on the KSL Sports Zone.
This has been another edition of the On Deck Circle. Get ready. First pitch is just moments away on 97.5 1280 The Zone and the Zone Sports Network.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
The lineups are set, and we're ready for another edition of Bees Baseball. The first pitch is just moments away. This is Salt Lake Bees Baseball on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Salt Lake Bees Baseball is on the air tonight from El Paso. It's game one of this three-game series and for the 2025 baseball season. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Gustavo Campero stepping in. Ryan Berger winds and deals. And the first pitch is fouled over the screen to the left side and out of play. 6:36 is the time of our first pitch tonight on a very nice night here in El Paso. 80 degrees and cloudy. It's been warm all day, but not hot. The 0-1, Campero flares this out towards left. Hustling in is Ornelas on the move. Makes the face-high catch for out number one. Defensive alignment for El Paso. Ornelas is in left. Wall is in center. Gonzalez in right. Rousseau at third. McCoy at short with Dungan at second base. Brooks is at first. Camposano behind the dish, and Ryan Berger is on the mound. Here's Matthew Lugo, a guy who played one game with the Bees last year. Takes a fastball in the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Lugo was a part of that trade that brought Cavadas and Zephyr-John to the Angels organization. The 0-1 pitch, foul tipped into the glove, 0-2. Lugo then had one game in Tacoma, was 2 for 5, had a rocket with a 3-run home run. That was impressive. The 0-2 pitch is grounded sharply right to the shortstop, McCoy. He has it, straightens up and throws to first in time. It's quick, 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Nico Cavadas, who made his major league debut with the Halos last season. Nico Cavadas batting from the left-hand side. It is a gorgeous night. It kind of has that feel of summer here at this ballpark. Expected to be a standing room only crowd. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Cavadas. Cavadas 12 hits in his last 15 games. And he had 4 total home runs with the Angels after his 11 games with Salt Lake. Takes for a ball, 1-1. His first hit, an opposite field, 9th inning, 3-run homer. It's a guy who bats left, throws right. The 1-1 is outside. There's the 2022 Red Sox Minor League Offensive Player of the Year. The Angels with high hopes for this guy. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. He played a lot of third base in some of his college years, and then one of his college coaches just flipped him over to first and really started to perfect the way he played that corner of the infield. He said that changed everything for him. And that is where he's been playing ever since. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No score, top 1. Cavadas swings and misses, strike 3. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning to close out this top of the first. No score, with El Paso coming to bat when we come back right here on the KSL Sports Zone.
Savings account, but not getting the gains you want. It's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Smith's, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Bottom of the first, no score. Thanks so much for being with us here tonight. The Salt Lake Bees and the El Paso Chihuahuas. Game one of this three-game series to get the season started. It's Forrest Wall to lead things off against Sean Anderson. Righty stepping in, making his Salt Lake Bees debut here tonight. And the first pitch to the lefty, Forrest Wall, is at the belt for a strike 0-1. Well, the Bees took this season series against El Paso last year, but it was strange. They swept the Pups back in Salt Lake. They took all 6 games late in July. They dominated. The 0-1 was outside. They had some games where they were out-hit. They still won. Had a couple of walk-offs. But overall, they were definitely the better team. It was all part of a 12-game winning streak. They won 15 out of 16. Foul tipped into the glove, and it's 1-2 to Forrest Wall. Then here in this ballpark, it was a different story. The Bees won the first game. They were in control in game 2, as this is fouled just by the on-deck circle on the third base side. 1-2. And then the series, after winning game 1 and being in control of game 2, it just flipped upside down. The Bees dropped 5 in a row. It essentially ended their season, too. They were out of the hunt right after that. The 1-2. Down and in. Backhanded out of the dirt by Robinson, the catcher. Sean Anderson, who won his first 3 starts last year with Round Rock. Opponents were hitting 197 against him. You could start to feel he was finding a groove and at optimal level. 2-2 is fouled off of the leg of Forrest Wall. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But then, for this guy in Sean Anderson, it resulted with him having a trip to Texas, 2 games, and the first game he had was actually against the Angels. Pitched 3 innings that night, gave up a couple of runs. His team was well behind when he came in. High bouncer on 2 hops towards the second baseman, Keyboom. He fields it, bobbles it, E4, and aboard is Forrest Wall. Well, it was a harmless 2-bouncer, but with how slowly it was hit and how high it was bouncing, Keyboom had time, no doubt, but he couldn't just completely sit on it. So an error on Keyboom. That brings up Trenton Brooks. The Bees very familiar with this guy as he was with the San Francisco Giants organization last year. Pitches high for ball 1. Trenton Brooks batting from the left-hand side. He made his major league debut with San Francisco last season. He was just 3 for 25, but had some outstanding defense. Here's the 1-0. Off speed and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Brooks hit .369 in the cleanup spot last year with the Sacramento River Cats. .308 overall on the year, 18 doubles, had a triple, 10 home runs, and 58 runs batted in. Good lead at first over there by Wall, and the pitch, a check swing down and in. Yes, he did, says home plate umpire Macon Hammond. It's Macon Hammond behind the dish. Kelvis Velez at first. Sean Sparling, the umpire, at third. No score. Bottom 1. 2-1 the count. And the lead at first by Forrest Wall. Anderson deals. It's a line drive. Snared by the second baseman, Keyboom. Out by the grass, and he doubles off Wall at first. Wall took off on contact, thinking that ball was going to get into right field. Keyboom got a great jump on it, raced out, lunged, and made a nice grab. So now the bases are cleared out. Well, want to find a way to make up for an error, just go out there and make a stellar play with your glove and let it result in 2 outs. Oscar Gonzalez takes outside for ball 1. Teodosio's in left tonight, Lugo in center, Camparo's in right. Davis at third, Kingery at short, Keyboom is at second, with Cavadas at first. Anderson deals the pitch that's fouled back to the screen. Robinson is behind the dish. 1-1 the count. Oscar Gonzalez, the former Cleveland Guardian. Right-hand batter ready against the righty Anderson. Off speed, up and in, had to lean back and stumbles out of the box to get out of the way of that one. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now Gonzalez definitely not wanting to get hit. He fouled a ball off of his face in spring training back in 23. 2-1. Down and away, and it's 3 balls and a strike. That he's had to bounce back from what was an orbital bone fracture. It really set him back a bit. Anderson from the stretch, although nobody on. The 3-1. Popped up, right side, foul ground, hustling over Cavadas at the track by the dugout wall, and it bounces just off the lip of the dugout. And it's out of play. 2 to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sean Anderson, who had those 2 games with Texas, he was then DFA'd. Then picked up by the Marlins. Had 4 tough outings with Miami. ERA of 9. The 3-2. Ground ball softly hit through the hole on the right side. A base hit. First knock of the night for either team, and it goes to Oscar Gonzalez. So that'll bring up Tirso Ornelas.
Number 8.
It's quite possible nobody embodies the El Paso Chihuahuas quite like Tirso Ornelas. Padres minor league baseball player of the year. Had career highs in average at 297, had 23 home runs and 89 runs batted in. Ornelas takes the first pitch at the belt for a strike, 0-1. Ornelas had a career high 50 extra base hits. This might be the best player in minor league baseball that has not played at any point in his career in Major League Baseball. Takes outside 1-1. Against the Bees last year, Ornelas 10 for 24, 3 doubles, a home run at Salt Lake. 1-1. Up and in, just barely got out of the way of that one. It was about chest high inside. 2 balls a strike, 2 down, no score. Bottom of this first inning, Gonzalez, the base runner over there at first. Against the Bees here in this ballpark, he was 8 for 26, had a couple of home runs when El Paso won 5 out of 6. 2-1. Ground ball sharply hit. Cavadas smothers it there at first. He'll take it to the bag, and the inning is over. What a wild inning. No runs, a hit, an error, 1 left. We head to the second. No score. Bees and Chihuahuas on the KSL Sports Zone.
Mountain Land Kitchen and Bath Showroom is now open in Orem, Utah. Discover exciting new kitchen appliance brands like True Column refrigerators and the gorgeous Ilve ranges. Experience our state-of-the-art wellness spa with working cold plunge, sauna, and steam shower systems. Feel the difference our knowledgeable staff can make to help you with your new custom home build or remodel. Let Mountain Land Kitchen and Bath help you get that kitchen or bath you've dreamed of into reality.
A new era of baseball has arrived in Daybreak with the arrival of the Salt Lake Bees, and we are proud to be their official sponsor. Holmes Homes has been building in Daybreak for over 20 years, helping create a rich environment for families to live, grow, and play. Single-family homes, condos, and luxury estates, Holmes Homes has the perfect place for every fan. Join our neighborhood. Find your dream home in Daybreak today. Holmes Homes, building more than homes, building community.
Hey there, it's It's your friendly neighborhood Holiday. You know, one of the things people say they love about Holiday is our coffee. It's always hot, tastes great, and is a great way to start your day. Of course, some folks drink coffee all day, but me, myself, I like to switch from coffee to a nice cold energy drink in the afternoon. And wouldn't you know it, Holiday has an exceptional selection of energy drinks. Sometimes, like today, it's hard for me to decide which one I want, so I bought 4 of them and I tried them all. Might have been about 3 more than I actually needed, so I'll keep that in mind tomorrow. But boy, are they great at helping you get through the day. Anyhow, we'll see you soon at the energy drink cooler, because everybody needs a Holiday.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah.
Headed to the second inning, no score. The Salt Lake Bees and the El Paso Chihuahuas. Make sure to be with us all weekend long. The Bees are here against the Chihuahuas. Then a 6-game series next week when the Bees square up against the Albuquerque Isotopes before the Bees open up with Daybreak Field there at America First Square. Sharp grounder right to the second baseman. Dungan's got it. Throws to first. J.D. Davis is retired on 1 pitch. 1 down. Bees were retired in order in the top of the first inning. And Ryan Bergert with a nice beginning to his AAA debut. Here's Ryan Noda. Well, he showed some great flashes last year. He was the PCL Player of the Week in late August for a stretch of play. Noda starts after it, but leaves it at the belt for a cold strike, 0-1. Noda batted .455 with 4 home runs, 5 doubles, 10 runs batted in during that week. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Got another trip to the bigs because of that. Against El Paso last year, 10 for 26, homered a couple of times with a double and a triple. This is a guy who, Noda, has certainly had some really bright moments throughout his career. Comes over from the Oakland Athletics, now just the Athletics organization. Takes high, 1-2. We had a chance to watch him a bit against the Salt Lake Bees. 1-2 is down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Noda's first major league hit was against the Angels back in 2023. Great to have him on this side now. Left-hand batter against the right-hander Ryan Berger. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a face-high fastball. Second punch out of the performance here for Berger. He's retired all of the first 5 that he's battled. We'll bring up Scott Kingery. 2 out, nobody on, no score, top 2. Scott Kingery, what a great story that he has been throughout his entire career. Went from being a walk-on with the Arizona Wildcats to then being the Pac-12 Player of the Year. Flies this one out to center on the first pitch. Drifting back onto his wall, to the wall, leaps up, and it is gone. A solo shot home run for Scott Kingery, who wasn't sure if it got out. A few of the players are questioning whether or not it got out. The umpires have signaled it is indeed a home run. No, now they have changed it to a double. And he's placed at second. That was an awkward situation, to say the least. Now manager Keith Johnson is going to go out to argue this. But on the plate, first base umpire Kelvis Velez initially, from what I could tell, signaled home run. Kingery just kept trotting around. I'll let you know what we see on a replay here. For the moment, Kingery is standing there at second base. Boy, that ball just kept on going. I mean, Kingery got a good hold of that one, but I did not think that was going to get out. This is the deepest part of the ballpark. The side where the wall to straightaway center goes over, and then it lifts up. So straightaway center's 406. And the wall then goes up about another 10 feet. And they are indeed now calling it a home run. So they're back to the original call. Well, after retiring the first 5 that Berger faced, it's a solo shot home run for Scott Kingery, and the Bees have a 1-0 lead. It is a strange one because it goes from a padded wall to a chain link fence, and they have some premium seating, kind of double-decked, right above that area. 1-0 Bees, 2 out, and it's Carter Keyboom at the plate. And Keyboom, who spent all of his major league games with the Nationals over the last 4 years, takes low. It's 2-0. It was strange with the way that the ball had hit. They couldn't tell if it was above the yellow line or not. 2-0. At the knees, a called strike, 2-1. There was a late signal, then the signal was home run. Changed back to a double. KJ goes out there, 2-1. Fouled back to the screen, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now changed back to a solo shot home run. So for that trivia question, the first player to hit a home run for the Bees in 2025, it was Scott Kingery, and it was very bizarre. What a great way for him to get started with his new team. 2-2 misses away, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carter Keyboom, who homered in his first major league hit was a home run. Right-hand batter stepping in. Here comes the 3-2 from Berger. And the pitch misses inside. Some oohs and ahs from the crowd who thought he hit the corner, but it was in. And it's a 2-out base on balls here for Carter Keyboom. A lot of guys making their Salt Lake Bees debut. As a matter of fact, this is now the 5th consecutive batter making their Salt Lake Bees debut. It's Chucky Robinson handling the catching duties tonight. Robinson takes on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Chucky Robinson, whose dad was a minor league catcher for the Cubs. The 0-1 takes down and away. His grandfather was a catcher in the White Sox organization. So his grandfather, Charles Robinson Sr., his dad, Charles Robinson Jr., and now Chucky Robinson III, all catchers in professional baseball. This pitch is down, and it gets away from the catcher. Camposano hits the backstop and goes all the way out towards the mound area. A wild pitch. It will move Carter Keyboom up to second base. Well, after retiring the first 5 that Berger faced, the wheels have wobbled a bit here for him in this situation. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, the pitch. And it misses down, 3 balls and a strike. 1-0 Bees here in this top of the second. Walking out to that lead over there at second base is Keyboom. Chucky Robinson, not crowding the plate, but definitely standing in. Reaches the bat back ready. 3-1, fouls it straight back to the screen. He got under it just a bit. Had that smiling grimace, almost mild frustration, as he thought he got what he wanted and just missed it. Now the count full with 2 down. Keyboom with a good lead out there at second base. Checks the rearview mirror and gets out to a bigger lead. Checking the runner is Berger. Robinson fouls another pitch back. We'll do it again at 3-2. For Berger, that fastball, changeup, slider, and sweeper. His fastball tops out at 96. 3-2, fly ball down the right field line and deep towards that short corner, hustling over Gonzalez by the sidewall, and looks up, but it's foul and out of play. This ballpark certainly has some interesting corners to it. 322 down the right and left field line, 384 in right center, 406 straight away, 392 to left center field. It's a padded wall all along the left field wall into center, and then mostly chain linked from that point to the right field corner. But it's a tight corner down that right field line. 3-2, runner goes, lined out to center field. Wall drifting back on it now towards the middle, makes the sidestepping chest-high grab, and the inning is over. But the Bees get a digit, a solo homer from Scott Kingery. They lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second on the KSL Sports Zone. Hey, Bees fans, gear up for the season at the Salt Lake Bees team store. From jerseys and hats to souvenirs and more, we've got everything you need to show your Bees pride. Swing by the store today at the ballpark or shop online at beesteamstore.com. Go Bees!
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join the Salt Lake Bees Kids Club today. Kids 12 and under will receive a general admission ticket, a t-shirt, a $5 bounce back ticket to future games, access to exclusive events, as well as other perks and discounts for $30. The Bees are proud to partner with 50-plus recreation centers across the state and surrounding states to provide junior Bees baseball and softball programs to over 20,000 youth. To find a league near you, please visit slbees.com.
97.5 KZNS FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midvale. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Welcome you back to El Paso. Bees up 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Don't forget that home opener with the new ballpark in Daybreak comes your way on April the 8th. Get your tickets at slbees.com. Luis Camposano in his 400th minor league game leads off the bottom of the second inning. Right-hand batter ready against Sean Anderson, the righty. This pitch is up and in, 1-0 to Camposano. Talked about the uniqueness of this ballpark. So we wait for the 1-0 from Anderson. Camposano rockets a hot shot, low skipper off the glove of Davis, and it trickles out into left field. Davis will go get it. It will be ruled as a hit. Camposano smashed that ball hard.
Chihuahuas designated hitter number 9.
That'll bring up Connor Joe. So Connor Joe, who had his time with the Pittsburgh Pirates, he joins the Padres organization now. He is one of the more unique stories in all of baseball. We'll have a chance to talk about that here in a bit. First pitch to Joe is at the knees for a strike. This ballpark, they have a Peter Piper pizza porch down the left field line with an elevated wall. They have a berm that's out there in left center field, which includes the flagpoles, fouled straight back to the screen, just above the hands of Connor Joe. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 Bees here in the bottom of the second inning. Camposano, the runner, over there at first. Joe, the right-hand batter, ready. Comes the 0-2. A bouncer to the right side, through the hole and into right field, a base hit. Camposano will stop at second. Back-to-back singles to get things started here in the bottom of the second inning. And first and second, nobody out. The Chihuahuas have something cooking here. But this place has so much character and personality. I mean, you can see the downtown buildings in the background. Some people can watch the game from their hotel room. In the right field area, they have some premium seating that is elevated as Mike Brasso steps in. Righty on righty. Brasso takes at the thigh area, inside part of the plate, a strike 0-1. It's a fun place to watch a ball game. Gives the rooftop vibes that you'll see in some of those premium seating areas. The 0-1. Up and in. A ball and a strike. The field is not the best, though. I'll just be completely honest. They share this stadium with a professional soccer team. And actually, earlier tonight, right after batting practice, there was a concern about whether or not we could play 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Blew it right by him. The issue was on the edge of the infield grass on the third base side. And for a moment, manager Keith Johnson said that they weren't so sure they'd be able to get that fixed. And it jeopardized whether or not this game would happen, but everything turned out. 1-2. Popped up right side, foul and out of play. Cavadas, the first baseman, gave chase to the foul line and held up. We'll do it again, and a ball and 2 strikes to Mike Brasso. Anderson was able to work around an error and a hit in that first inning. 1-2. He's giving up back-to-back hits as the pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Giving up back-to-back hits to start this inning here. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 1-0 Bees, bottom 2 Paso takes on the inside corner, called strike 3. Taps the helmet, but there was at least a delay to where now the challenge would not be granted. And I think Macon Hammond, the home plate umpire, is saying, you've got to tap right of way. He put his hand up as if to disagree with it. He showed that he disagreed, but he didn't tap his helmet until he thought about it for a second. So there is no challenge, and it is a punch-out. First strikeout for Sean Anderson in a Bees uniform. That's a big one. Brings up the number 8 hitter, Clay Dungan. Dungan, the lefty, ready. The pitch. And he fouls it off of the catcher, Robinson, at home plate. It bounces over to the backstop. No balls and a strike. Clay Dungan reached base in 111 of 126 games last year at different levels. 27 of his first 30 games. The 0-1. Outside. A ball and a strike. Camposano, the runner, at second. Connor Joe, the runner, at first. 1 out. In at third base is Davis for the Bees, leaning in. The 1-1. And it's bounced softly up the first base side, foul. Right to the opening of the Bees dugout on the first base side. We'll do it in 1 and 2. Last year, Dungan 7 for 29 against the Bees. Had 4 doubles against them. Runners with their lead at first and second. Anderson exhales, checks the runner at second, deals. Fastball, outside corner, called strike 3. Just painting the black. Back-to-back times for back-to-back backward Ks. So the inning started first and second with nobody out. Both runners still there now with 2 down. The number 9 hitter is Mason McCoy. And McCoy, who played with the Blue Jays in 23, he was with El Paso last year. McCoy watches the fastball outside. 0-1. Fastball right around 91-92, usually for Sean Anderson. Comes set from the chest. The 1-0 pitch. A little bit up, 2 balls and no strikes. McCoy last year hit .260. Had 26 doubles, 3 triples, homered 5 times. Had a career high 25 stolen bases to go with his 50 runs batted in. 2-0. Lifted high and deep to left center. Hustling out Teodosio. Back at the track. At the wall. It's off the top of the wall. Rounding third and coming in to score is Camposano. Connor Joe right behind him. Relay throw to the plate. Not in time. It's a 2-run double for Mason McCoy. And El Paso has their first lead. It's 2-1. Now a big 2-out swing into the bat here for Mason McCoy. And off the bat, it actually looked as if that ball was going to get out. Teodosio gave a great chase, and the ballpark just did hold it. It hit the top of the wall, kind of hit the bottom part of where that yellow stripe is. And the relay was low and wide to the right, but it wouldn't have mattered. Connor Joe was going to score either way. Forrest Wall trying to tack on another run. It's 2-1, El Paso, the pitch. And he bounces it foul off the screen to the right side. Well, and Sean Anderson did a great job battling after the first 2 hitters were able to get knocks on him. He struck out the next 2, and Mason McCoy was able to cash in. The 0-1. That's outside. A ball and a strike. Anderson's big emphasis this year to control the count. That's what he's had a big focus on this year. This is a crack bat floater out towards right center field. Long run for Lugo on the move, but on the trot makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We head to the third. It's El Paso 2, the Bees 1 on the KSL Sports Zone.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Mountain Land Kitchen and Bath Showroom is now open in Orem, Utah. Discover exciting new kitchen appliance brands like True Column refrigerators and the gorgeous Ilve ranges. Experience our state-of-the-art wellness spa with working cold plunge, sauna, and steam shower systems. Feel the difference our knowledgeable staff can make to help you with your new custom home build or remodel. Let Mountain Land Kitchen and Bath help you get that kitchen or bath you've dreamed of into reality.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
To the third inning we go, 2-1 El Paso with the lead over the Salt Lake Bees. It'll be the 9-1-2 hitters up to bat for Salt Lake. Bryce Teodosio, Gustavo Campero, Matthew Lugo. 2 up in this third inning. Bryce Teodosio, who was a fan favorite by so many last year in Salt Lake, burst out onto the scenes and had a terrific AAA rookie season. He's a guy who was not known to hit triples. He had 5 total in his college and professional career combined before stepping in with the Bees last year. Not only did he pass his career number in one season, he lapped it. He ended up with 12 total triples. He led the Pacific Coast League. Open stance from the right side. Third inning of work, Ryan Burgert. It's a pop fly behind home plate. It rainbows over the screen this way and right in front of us. How to play 0-1. Fine play made by a fan in the stands. Ryan Burgert last year really had some struggles throughout a lot of his season. But late in the year, he had some positive things happening. The next pitch is at ball, and this is going to be challenged. Take a look at the video board. Let's see what happened. It was low. And so the call is confirmed. The count is now 1-1 to Bryce Teodosio. But for Burgert, he had 4 games of 6 or more innings. He had 5 total in his career before that. Pitch is high, 2-1. And when he was able to go deep, his numbers were outstanding. Opponents hit just 190 against him throughout that span. 2-1 is lined off the very top of the backstop and then makes its way into the upper deck. When it hit the top of that backstop, you just saw all the dust come flying off of that thing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Burger working quickly. Teodosio grounds it sharply back through the middle and into center field. A base hit. Leadoff single for Bryce Teodosio and a great start to his 2025. That'll bring up Gustavo Campero. Campero flied out to left in his only time up. This is where the Salt Lake Bees can be incredibly dangerous. One of the better base stealers you'll find is over there at first base in Teodosio. Here's the pitch. Campero squared to bunt. It pops in and out of the glove of the catcher, Camposano. And Teodosio held up. In fairness to Teodosio, that ball did not get away from Camposano quickly. It kind of trickled away from him and had just enough speed to keep staying away from him. So if Teodosio goes right away, he gets to second, but it was nothing that he for sure knew he should chance, especially being blocked with Camposano in front of him as well as the batter Campero. There goes Teodosio. Pitch is high. Throw to second. On target. In time. They got him. Bryce Teodosio, who stole 26 bags in a row at one point last year, is gunned down at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. What a great throw by Camposano. And, you know, Luis Camposano is one of the best in the business. and had a terrific year last year with the San Diego Padres. 2-0. Campero takes on the inside corner at the belt for a strike. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the score. El Paso in the lead. We're in the top of the third inning. Campero, who was a Southern League All-Star, was Rocket City's hitter of the year last season, then would eventually go to AAA with the Bees. 2-1. That's away. 3 balls and a strike. He started 1 for 13 with Salt Lake. But you could tell he had some of his best balls still in him. Well, he finished .351 with the Bees. 3 doubles, 4 stolen bases. Pops this up. Over the backstop, foul and out of play, and we're full at 3-2. He had a hit in 9 of his last 10 games with Salt Lake, and then had 13 games with the Angels. Made his major league debut. 3-2, a bouncer back towards the middle. The shifted defense with the shortstop McCoy behind the second base bag. Has it and throws to first. In time to get the speedy Campero. 2 out, nobody on.
Number 14, Matthew Lugo.
It'll bring up Matthew Lugo. He grounded out to short back in the first inning. Ryan Bergert, who comes into this with his AAA debut with some big focus on making a big jump this year. Swing and a miss on the first pitch by Lugo. It's 0-1. Lugo, right-hand batter ready. And the 0-1 pitch fouled in and out of the glove of the catcher, Camposano. We'll do it at 0-2. Matthew Lugo, the nephew of Carlos Beltran, who was a 9-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glover. World Series champion back in 2017. The 0-2 was bounced foul off the facing of the El Paso dugout. It might have actually hit somebody. We'll repeat it at no balls and 2 strikes. Outfield straight away. Infield back. 2-1 El Paso. Top of the third inning. Ryan Bergert, the righty, deals. It's a little up. Off speed and high. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. The Bees with a run in the top half of the second. El Paso with 2 in the bottom half. This is a looping liner down the left field line, hooking fair and headed for the corner. Rounding first and going to second is Lugo. Here comes the throw, and it's going to make its way on over to third, as having trouble with it in left field was Ornelas. Lugo for a moment thought he might head over to third base, instead holds up for a leadoff double, or a 2-out double, and that keeps the inning alive for Nico Cavadas. Out to have a meeting at the mound with Bergert is Camposano. Nice piece of hitting there for Lugo. He got down 0-2 in the count. They're excited about what this guy can be with this organization. They really felt like they got everything they wanted out of that trade last year. And Zephyr John, a quality pitcher. Nico Cavadas, who can bring some power from the left side of that plate. And Matthew Lugo, who can be an explosive player. As we mentioned, he had just 1 game with the Bees before leaving with injury. It's kind of the story of the Bees season last year, just an injury-riddled season with a number of very talented players. Here's Cavadas, left-hand batter. First pitch swinging, fouls it over the screen. Behind home plate, 0-1. Cavadas struck out back in the first inning. Cavadas, who grew up not far from South Bend, Indiana. Big Notre Dame fan. The 0-1 high. He would eventually go on to play for his favorite college team. Being Notre Dame, he went to baseball games, football games. He saw Jeff Samardzija play both of them. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. The pitch on the outside part of the plate, called strike 2. It's that part of the evening where the lights and the sun doing about the equal amount of work towards this twilight hour here in El Paso. The 1-2 pitch. Cavadas with a heavy cut, but came up empty. Chest high, swing and a miss. Strike 3. A big punch out for Ryan Bergert to close out the third. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It's 2-1 El Paso on the KSL Sports Zone.
taking out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want. It's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Travel Pass makes it easy to plan and book a trip. Whether you're looking for a quick getaway or a dream vacation, you can get insider tips and advice on hundreds of destinations. Create a custom itinerary and book the hotels and experiences that turn your trip into a vacation to remember. Share the best parts of your adventures with friends, family, and other travelers. With Travel Pass, you'll always know where to stay, what to do, and where to eat, no matter where you're going. Travel Pass is a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Visit TravelPass.com today.
Hey, Bees fans, gear up for the season at the Salt Lake Bees team store. From jerseys and hats to souvenirs and more, we've got everything you need to show your Bees pride. Swing by the store today at the ballpark or shop online at BeesTeamStore.com. Go Bees! One El Paso on top of Salt Lake. We go to the bottom of the third inning. We thank you so much for being with us here tonight and all season long on the KSL Sports Zone, on KMYU, KJazz TV. Always a blast. And for more on the Salt Lake Bees, go to slbees.com. Check out all the new gear that they have with the rebrand. Terrific new logos, which have definitely caught the eye of visiting players and fans. Nothing but positive reviews so far, so you'll love to see that. Trenton Brooks leading off this bottom of the third. He lined into a double play back in the first inning. Brooks scorches one high and deep to center. Going back on it is Lugo at the track. Looks up, it's gone. Off the top deck of the premier seating, just to the right of center field. Solo shot home run, Trenton Brooks. And El Paso leads 3-1 as fireworks go off beyond the center field wall. Well, Trenton Brooks, who had 10 home runs last year, 9 of his 10 were against right-handed pitchers. And that was the case here today, but he still batted .321 against lefties. Here's Oscar Gonzalez. And Gonzalez puts a charge into left. This one he got under it a bit too much, though, as the left fielder Teodosio takes his time, camps under it in front of the 392 sign, and makes the catch. One down. Off the bat. He knew he got a ton of it. He just got under it a bit. One out, nobody on. 3-1. Chihuahuas lead over the Bees. Here's Tirso Ornelas. Ornelas, left-hand batter. And the first pitch in there at the belt for a strike. Ornelas grounded out to first to close out the first inning. He ended last season with a multi-homer game, the number one outfield prospect in the Padres organization, and for good reason. The 0-1 is up and away, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Ornelas originally from Tijuana. 1-1. Off the end of the bat, foul into the backstop. 1-2. He actually used to go to Padres games with his uncle. And how fitting it is that he's in the Padres organization. Would love nothing more than to see him make his major league debut, preferably at Petco Park. 1-2. Foul tipped into the glove on a pitch over his hands. Strike 3. 2 down, nobody on. We'll bring up Luis Camposano. Camposano, who singled and scored back in the second inning. He led off the second inning with a hard-hit single. But he also had a great defensive play tonight. First pitch slowly swung through and missed by Camposano. Fooled on that one, 0-1. He was great with the Padres last year behind the dish. 74 starts. So he pops this one up, left side, foul ground. Hustling over the shortstop, Kingery, onto the mound of the bullpen. Tries for the backhand catch, but it's too far and out of play. So 0-2. But Camposano, they were 45-29 when he started. That being the Padres. It included him being on the other side of the Dylan Cease no-hitter as he was his battery mate that night. 2 out, nobody on. 3-1 El Paso, bottom 3. And the pitch nibbles away. Ball and 2 strikes. Camposano batting .227 with the Padres. 13 doubles, 8 homers. He drove in 40. 1-2. Tapper to the right side, hustling over as the pitcher Anderson bumbles it, but does have time to underhand to first and end the inning. But the El Paso Chihuahuas get another run. Solo blast, Trenton Brooks. It's 3-1. Chihuahuas lead over the Bees as we go to the 4th on the KSL Sports Zone.
Join the Salt Lake Bees Kids Club today. Kids 12 and under will receive a general admission ticket, a t-shirt, a $5 bounce back ticket to future games, access to exclusive events, as well as other perks and discounts for $30. The Bees are proud to partner with 50-plus recreation centers across the state and surrounding states to provide junior Bees baseball and softball programs to over 20,000 youth. To find a league near you, please visit slbees.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West. Or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood Holiday. You know, something we're kind of proud of is that all our fuel is sourced in Utah and Idaho, which means no cross-country trips for our fuel trucks, which in turn means better air quality. And that's important to us because we live here too. Those faceless corporations that run other stores, they don't care about our air. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're busy starting a tire fire somewhere right now. Anyway, we'll see you soon at Holiday, where everything is better, even the air.
Top of the 4th, middle of the order. The Salt Lake Bees trail El Paso tonight by the score of 3-1. It'll be J.D. Davis, Ryan Noda, and Scott Kingery, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, to face Ryan Burgert. J.D. Davis, who grounded out to second to lead off the second inning. He's been with 5 different major league teams over 8 seasons. Davis pops up on the first pitch, right side, foul ground, giving chase is Brooks over by the warning track and does make the catch by the short-angled sidewall for out number 1. That was well done by Brooks. He just kind of had the focus the entire way, dialed in, knowing exactly how much room he had. He reminds me a lot of the way Teodosio plays in the outfield, where he just has such great awareness of where he is on the field. Here's Ryan Noda, struck out in the second inning. Takes a heavy cut at the first pitch. Comes up empty 0-1. 1 run, 3 hits, and an error for the Bees. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for El Paso. The 0-1. That's low in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Ryan Burgert, who retired the first 5 that he had faced. Noda was that 5th. Noda takes down and in. It's 2 balls and a strike. A very nice crowd filed in here tonight. Opening night at this ballpark is a very big deal. 2-1. It's cut on and missed. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. They love the weather right here at this time of year. It's absolutely gorgeous. This ballpark, similar to the size that we will see with the ballpark at America First Square in Daybreak. 2-2. Pitch is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Righty getting loose in the pen right now for the El Paso Chihuahuas. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another punch out here for Ryan Burgert. This AAA debut has gone pretty well. 4 strikeouts here. He's given up just 1 run. That 1 run he gave up was the solo homer to Scott Kingery. Scott Kingery hit what was a controversial home run back in the second inning. It's ruled a homer, then a double, then back to a homer. 2 out, nobody on. And a a slow grounder towards the shortstop, McCoy. He'll sit on it, throw to first in time. The inning is done. The Bees go down in order in the fourth. El Paso leads 3-1. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning right here on the KSL Sports Zone.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Smith's, you always get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
A new era of baseball has arrived in Daybreak with the arrival of the Salt Lake Bees, and we are proud to be their official sponsor. Holmes Homes has been building in Daybreak for over 20 years, helping create a rich environment for families to live, grow, and play. Single-family homes, condos, and luxury estates, Holmes Homes has the perfect place for every fan. Join our neighborhood. Find your dream home in Daybreak today. Holmes Homes, building more than homes, building community.
Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood holiday. You know, people love holidays for all sorts of things, for our top-tier fuel, our coffee, our energy drink selection, our fresh donuts and popcorn, and of course for our friendly customer service. But people also love us for our huge selection of candy. Yep, candy. I mean, sometimes you need something sweet or sour or tangy or chocolatey. Heck, sometimes you need a little bit of everything, and here at Holiday, we've got it all. So stop on by and satisfy that sweet tooth, because everybody needs a holiday.
Going to the bottom of the fourth inning, the Salt Lake Bees trail against the El Paso Chihuahuas by the score of 3-1. Connor Joe, who singled and scored back in the second inning, is going to lead off this bottom of the fourth. And for the Bees, Sean Anderson out there for another inning of work. And the first pitch to Joe is on the outside corner, a strike. Connor Joe with a long stare at it for a moment. Considered challenging that, but now will not. Slightly open stance from the right side. The 0-1 fly ball high in the air down the right field line, just out into the outfield grass as the first baseman Cavadas into foul ground makes the shoulder high grab for out number one. Now, it wasn't quite as close to the sidewall as what we watched with Trenton Brooks in the top half of the fourth, but Cavadas did a nice job hustling over kind of where the first base umpire was, and then able to make the adjustment over the shoulder. One out, nobody on. Mike Brasso, who struck out in the second inning, takes a hack at the first pitch and comes up empty, 0-1. Sean Anderson with big expectations coming into this year. He's been working hard on his game. As the next pitch is down, it's 1-1. He's been working on a different kind of changeup. Anderson wanted more drop from his changeup. Since his were coming out more flat, he tends to put more spin on the ball because of what it's called a supinator. As the pitch is cut on and missed. 1-2, which is the technical way of saying that he typically throws the ball with his hand on the outside of the ball instead of on top. So he has created what is known as a kick changeup. And the difference is that Anderson grips the ball similar to a splitter with his index finger and middle finger holding a split grip on the ball. He also keeps his ring finger next to his middle finger. The pitch, and it's lined out to center field. Hustling in is going to be Lugo. On the move, makes the face-high grab for out number two, excuse me. He has made a couple of nice plays out there in center field. He has great range, and the way he closes on the ball is impressive. 2 out, nobody on. Clay Dungan at the plate. 3-1 El Paso with the lead over the Bees. In at third, Davis, and the pitch is inside. 1-0. And so by keeping the ring finger next to his middle finger on the ball, Anderson can use his middle finger to kind of kick the ball a bit. And this new hybrid splitter kick changeup is, well, it helped him a lot during the spring. 1-0, cut on and missed, a ball and a strike. And he's had an interesting career. We mentioned it. He's a former El Paso Chihuahua. That was a year where he was a part of 4 different organizations during the season, as the 1-1 is fouled off of the catcher, Robinson. And it's 1-2. 4 organizations in one season, but he had 2 other organizations he was a part of during those off-season areas. So a whole calendar year, he was in 6 different organizations. He's the ultimate journeyman. 1-2. Down and in. Was with the Rangers for a couple of games, and then 4 with the Marlins last year. Spent most of his season in AAA. One guy that was a big help for him in spring training, he said he had some good conversations with Kyle Hendricks, the longtime pitcher. 2-2 is a high bouncer towards the second base bag. It's the shortstop, Kingery, right in front of the bag. He's got it, throws to first in time, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Sean Anderson closes the books in the 4th. We'll head to the 5th, 3-1 El Paso on the KSL Sports Zone.
Join the Salt Lake Bees Kids Club today. Kids 12 and under will receive a general admission ticket, a t-shirt, a $5 bounce back ticket to future games, access to exclusive events, as well as other perks and discounts for $30. The Bees are proud to partner with 50-plus recreation centers across the state and surrounding states to provide junior Bees baseball and softball programs to over 20,000 youth. To find a league near you, please visit slbees.com.
At Smith's, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Go to the 5th inning here tonight. A number of opening days in Major League Baseball yesterday and today. A light night in the Bigs. We'll get to that here in just a second. And our out-of-town scoreboard, Carter Keyboom is going to lead things off here in the top of the 5th inning. And the new pitcher on is Wes Benjamin for the El Paso Chihuahuas. The first pitch is low, ball 1 to Carter Keyboom. He walked and moved to second on a wild pitch and was stranded back in the 2nd inning. Pitches outside. 2 balls and no strikes. For Keyboom, his minor league career altogether 32-29, an ERA of 4.60. Played at Kansas. Next pitch down and in. Or rather, Wes Benjamin, now the pitcher at this point with those numbers, and he was drafted in 2014. Round number 5 by the Texas Rangers. Comes from Winfield, Illinois. 3-0, green light, ground ball, hard hit, back up the middle and through. A leadoff single here for Carter Keyboom. He's aboard for the 2nd time tonight. That's his first hit as a member of the Salt Lake Bees. Brings up Chucky Robinson. Robinson flied out to center field back in the 2nd inning. The Bees took the lead first with a solo home run by Scott Kingery in the 2nd inning. El Paso answered with 2 in the bottom half and then tacked on a solo homer in the bottom of the 3rd for a 3-1 lead. First pitch inside for ball 1. A homer from Trenton Brooks. 2-run double, Mason McCoy. Top 5, 3-1. Nobody out. Keyboom the lead at first. Robinson laces one down the left field line. It is just foul. And I mean barely foul. Correct call by home plate umpire Macon Hammond. That thing was a laser coming off of the bat from Chucky Robinson. And out on the grass beyond third base, it barely missed the painted line. Sidestepping to his lead over there at first is Keyboom. The pitch from Benjamin. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, says home plate umpire Macon Hammond. It's 1-2.
Wes Benjamin holds from the belt. Long look at Keyboom over there at first. The 1-2. It's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keyboom, back in 2019, it's the last time he was really in the Pacific Coast League. Had an amazing series against the Bees. Throw over to first and standing easily as Keyboom. Keyboom was 9 for 15 against Salt Lake in 2019 with Fresno. He had 3 homers and 3 doubles. Got his first call up shortly after that. No surprise. Keyboom with that lead over there at first base. 2-2. Robinson hits it to the left side. Soft liner caught by the shortstop McCoy out by the edge of the grass. Retreating back to first is going to be Keyboom. 1 down. Looked harmless coming off the bat, but that ball was running away from McCoy a bit. As McCoy was starting to go after it, knew he had some ground to cover, and then he had to really hustle to close on that ball as it was moving away a bit. 1 out, runner at first, 3-1, El Paso. Bryce Teodosio singled back in the 3rd inning. The pitch. Misses away for ball 1. It was a leadoff single back in that first. And then Teodosio was caught stealing. Camposano behind the dish. Among the better catchers you're going to find at this level for sure. Keyboom the lead at first base. The 1-0 to Teodosio. Ground ball sharply hit right to third. Brasso bobbled it, gets it to second. They do get the lead runner. No chance to get 2 after the mishandle. And you can't assume a double play, so there's no error on this. A fielder's choice. And Teodosio's at first. Keyboom out at second. Well, the good news for the Bees is the inning stays alive. The bad news, that was a hard hit ball. Just happened to be right at Brasso. Well, here's Gustavo Campero. Flied out to left, grounded out to short. Teodosio the lead over there at first base. He's back to first. Well, his performance last year with stolen bases, that was when he started really breaking out in a big way. He is 26 in a row that Teodosio had. It actually came to an end, unfortunately, on a spoiled squeeze attempt. As Campero fouls it off of his foot, rolls up the first baseline foul. 0-1. But Teodosio was coming downhill from third base. Squeeze attempt was on. It was missed, and he was tagged out coming in home. Well, technically, that was a caught stealing, and so it ended that streak. But Bryce had an amazing year and got the call up to the Halos. Gustavo Campero trying to shake that one off. And for Campero, a guy who was with Colombia in the 23 World Baseball Classic, wherever he is, if there's a ball game, he wants to be there and he wants to be in it. The 0-1. And he fouls this off of the catcher's glove of Camposano and back to the backstop. It's now 0-2. Ryan Bergert's line is finished. Nice debut for him at the AAA level. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned on the solo homer from Kingery. It's a 3-1 lead for El Paso here in this top of the 5th inning. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Pitch. Little flare out to center field. It's going to get down for a hit. Teodosio takes the turn from second but holds up there. And the Bees have 2 on with 2 out in this top of the 5th inning. It's Teodosio at second, Campero at first. So speed on the base paths. A dynamic bat coming to the plate. And the Bees looking for some more 2-out production in this top of the 5th. Coming set, Benjamin. Lugo, right-hand batter, ready. Doubled his last time up. Here comes the pitch. And Lugo takes in the dirt. Nice block. Camposano keeps it in front and stays close to it. Runners hold. Lugo grounded out to short in the first, then had that double and was stranded in the 3rd inning.
Wes Benjamin steps in, holds from the belt. Runners with their leads. It's Teodosio at second, Campero at first. Here comes the 1-0. Inside by the hands. Scooting back is Lugo. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Ornelas in left, Wall in center, Gonzalez in right. Brasso at third, McCoy at short, Dungan is at second with Brooks at first. Camposano behind the dish, Benjamin on the mound. The 2-0, here comes. Lace down the left field line, hooking, foul into the upper deck and out of play. Boy, off the bat, you could feel that was trouble, and the crowd had grown just a bit. They were happy to see that ball just keep on going wide. Right size, wrong shape. Lugo facing a 2-1 pitch. Takes inside. Nice peeps, 3-1. That's a great take. A good frame by Camposano. Benjamin didn't miss by much, but it was in. The walking lead over there at second by Teodosio. Forward lean, Campero at first. Lugo, a slow grounder towards the third baseman, Brasso. He has it. Throws across the diamond wide. Stretching to the opposite side of the bag was Brooks. And he's off the bag. Safe at first is going to be Lugo. It'll likely be an error against Brasso. Well, Brooks did everything he could to stretch on this play. He was stretching to the foul side of the bag. This throw was to the inside and it was wide. And he did absolutely everything he could. And he came off the bag just barely. Big break for the Bees. And here's Nico Cavadas. Left-hand batter ready. A southpaw battle in the 5th. Bases loaded. Cavadas takes high, and it's 1-0. E5 indeed is going to be the call. That puts Lugo at first, and that is a correct call. Teodosio at third, Campero at second, Lugo at first. On the mound, Benjamin with the pitch. Cavadas takes outside. 2-0. The Bees have had some great takes so far in this inning. (3-1) the score. Top of the 5th inning. Bees trail. Cavadas trying to do some damage. The 2-0 is at the top of the zone for a strike. On the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Nico Cavadas, left-hand batter. Reaches the bat back ready. Here's the 2-1. Cavadas takes a heavy cut, comes up empty. It's 2-2. Cavadas struck out swinging in the first. Struck out swinging in the third. Big opportunity here in the 5th. Bases loaded, 2 down. The pitch from Benjamin. Check swing outside. Did he go? No, he did not. 3-2. It's a correct call. He started after it, but by no means went around. Runners are going to get a head start. Count full, bases loaded. 2 out. The 3-2. Cavadas leaves it outside, ball 4. That's a big one. A base on balls to bring in a run. I don't care how you score them, just get them in. Nico Cavadas had some outstanding takes early in the at-bat and towards the end of the at-bat. A right-hander getting loose in the pen right now for El Paso. And a meeting at the mound at this moment. The pitching coach, Scott Mitchell, out to talk to Benjamin. And so the Bees have cut it to a 3-2 ball game here in this top of the 5th. As both teams have been able to have some key moments here with 2 outs. Both runs by the Bees have been scored with 2 out. The big 2-run double by Mason McCoy was with 2 out back in the 2nd inning by El Paso. For Nico Cavadas, no, he doesn't get a hit. It's not going to be a highlight that's going to be shown on any major film, but that is still a key plate appearance to help his team here in this 5th inning. It brings up J.D. Davis. Davis looking for his first hit of the night. He's 0 for 2. Right-hand batter, the lefty deals. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Aggressive early in this one. Back in 2022, J.D. Davis had the third highest hard hit percentage in the bigs. It was behind Aaron Judge and Yordan Alvarez. The 0-1 is going to be bounced foul off the facing of the dugout. Third base side from El Paso. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. The Bees already with a run here in the 5th. They're looking for more. Top 5, 3-2 El Paso. Bases loaded for the Bees. Davis takes down. It's a ball and 2 strikes. For J.D. Davis, his first real season in the PCL since 2018 with Fresno. He did some serious damage in April and May. Ball gets away from the bullpen. Back in that 2018 year, 40 runs scored, 17 doubles, 5 homers in just 45 games. He batted .389. 1-2. Foul tipped into the glove. Nice squeeze, Camposano, and the inning is over. The Bees leave them loaded, but they do get a run. They get that run on 2 hits. An error. 3 runners left on base. Halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder, it's El Paso 3, the Bees 2 on the KSL Sports Zone.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Bottom of the 5th inning here tonight, Mason McCoy, Forrest Wall, Trenton Brooks. Leading off this inning for El Paso, the Chihuahuas lead over the Bees by the score of 3-2. We'll update you on what happened in the Bigs today, also in the rest of the Pacific Coast League in our out-of-town scoreboard in just a moment. Pitches on the outside corner for a strike to Mason McCoy. He doubled and drove in 2 back in that second inning. Big swing of the bat with 2 outs. Pitches outside, and the count is a ball and a strike. 6 innings of 2-hit shutout ball today for Kyle Freeland of the Rockies. He struck out 7 opening day in Tampa. Crack bat slow grounder to Kingery, the shortstop. He's got it, throws to first in plenty of time to get McCoy 1 down. Kingery's been busy over there at short today. 1 out, nobody on. Forrest Wall now to the plate. The Colorado bullpen, though, gave up a late 2-run lead. And the Rays rallied back to win 3-2. Cameron Meisner with the walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Rays beat the Rocks 3-2. Forrest Wall reached by an error in the first and then flied out to center. One ball, no strikes as the first pitch misses. And I think on this one, Forrest Wall needs another bat. Well, he squared up to bunt, pulled back, and then jumped out of the way of it, and then let the umpire know something was up with his bat. He must not have known it until he was shaking the bat a bit
in the process of bunting. That was confusing because normally you wouldn't see that unless contact was made. Forrest Wall stepping back in ready. Fifth inning of work for Sean Anderson. And the pitch is on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Anderson so far, 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He has struck out 3. Anderson comes set, the 1-1. Off speed and at the belt called. Strike 2, that changeup froze him solid. Forrest Wall reaching the bat back, and he bounces it over the head of the pitcher. Anderson coming on as Kingery by the second base bag. Throws to first in time. Nice work by Kingery at short tonight. A great hustle coming downhill. The infield was tilted to the right, so it was really set up for him to be able to make that play. But he timed the bounce perfectly. Good velocity on that throw to first base to get Forrest Wall. It'll bring up Trenton Brooks. Teodosio in left, Lugo in center. Campero is in right with Davis at third. Kingery is at short. Keyboom at second. Cavadas at first. Robinson behind the dish. Sean Anderson on the mound. Foul back to the screen, 0-1. Here to Trenton Brooks. Solo homer back in that third inning. Line into a double play back in the first. In the bigs, another game has gone to final. The Pirates edge the Marlins 4-3. This is launched high and deep to right, out towards that short porch. Campero running by the sidewall, leaps up, he can't get it. It's just over the wall. A solo home run for Trenton Brooks, his second of the game, and it's a 4-2 lead for El Paso. Campero had a terrific effort, timed his leap really well, and that ball just did get over his outstretched glove and over the right field wall. It angles down on a 45. And so Brooks, who definitely did not get all of that. That was a rainbow that got out of here. Sky-high fly ball. Just kind of muscled it over. Here's Oscar Gonzalez. What a great way to start the season here for Trenton Brooks. A 2-homer night. 1-0. Gonzalez laces this out to left center. On the move is Teodosio to the alley. Makes a leaping running grab to retire this side. Oh, he's going to be flashing leather all season. Don't be surprised by that. But the Chihuahuas get a run. A solo blast from Trenton Brooks. El Paso leads 4-2 as we go to the 6th on the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood Holiday. You know, we have something here at Holiday we call the 3 Fs, and that means fast, friendly, and convenient. Now you might be saying, don't other convenience stores have convenience in their names? Or you might be saying that convenience doesn't even start with an F. And you know what? You're right. But the thing is, we're having way too much fun to care. Anyway, see you soon at your fast, friendly, and convenient neighborhood Holiday, because everybody loves a holiday.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
97.5 KZNS FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midvale. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Heading to the 6th inning, Bees trail 4-2 against the El Paso Chihuahuas here tonight. For the Bees, it'll be Ryan Noda, Scott Kingery, Carter Keyboom. 2 up in this top of the 6th. First pitch is outside. Second inning of work here for Benjamin, who took over for Burgert, who had 4 complete innings. He gave up 1 run. The Bees got another run back in the 5th, although it was unearned. 1-0. Check, swing, and yes, he did. It was on the outside corner anyway, and Noda is facing a count of a ball and a strike. So the Bees with 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th. El Paso 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. A 2-homer night for Trenton Brooks. 1-1 scorched high and deep to right field. A towering shot by Noda, and it's gone viciously off the face of the right field premium seating deck. Solo blast Ryan Noda, and the Bees have cut the lead to 4-3 as some of the Boo Birds make their way out. That ball was tattooed. You can see that ball just jumping right off of his bat. And the right fielder, Gonzalez, knew there wasn't much he could do about it. So after 2 strikeouts to start his night, Ryan Noda with the 2nd homer of the night for the Bees. Here's Scott Kingery. He had the other homer. He bounces this foul towards the backstop, 0-1. As Kingery with a homer in the 2nd. And then a ground out to short in the 4th inning. So the Bees 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight, but the long ball has been their friend with a pair. Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Continue with our out-of-town scoreboard. All the other action underway with 1 game just to get started here in about 10 minutes. Cubs and Diamondbacks with no score in the 2nd. 1-1 is grounded sharply, but right to the third baseman, Brasso. He has it and throws low to first, but digging it out is Brooks. 1 down. Kingery retired. It brings up Carter Keyboom. Keyboom tonight walked and then was stranded in the 2nd. Singled back in the 5th inning. That started off the frame. The Bees would eventually score 1. And they have trailed throughout most of the night. Keyboom, first pitch outside, ball 1. Blue Jays all over the Orioles, 8-2. Last call for Baltimore is there in the top of the 9th. Here comes the 1-0. Keyboom swings and misses. It's a ball and a strike. 4-3 El Paso here tonight. And the first game of the season, first game of this series. Keyboom, right-hand batter ready. The lefty, Benjamin, deals, and it's a high bouncer towards the shortstop. McCoy has to hustle in, has it, even with the bag. A high throw to first, nabbed by Brooks. 2 down, nobody on.
Number 45, Chucky Robinson.
Brings up Chucky Robinson, 0 for 2 tonight. Flight out to center, popped up to short. In the top of the 7th, the Rangers with a 4-1 lead over the Red Sox at this moment. And for the time being, manager Pete Zamora is out to get the ball from Benjamin. That'll do it for his night. Tell you all about the new El Paso pitcher when we come back. 2 out, nobody on. Top 6, 4-3 El Paso on the KSL Sports Zone.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's. For mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Smith's, you always get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
New pitcher on for the El Paso Chihuahuas, Raul Burrito, 6'1" right-hander from the Dominican Republic. The El Paso Chihuahuas lead over the Bees 4-3, top 6, 2 down. What has been a really fun
season opener for Burrito, originally signed as a free agent by the Marlins back in July of 2016. Spent 7 years in the Marlins organization. And since signing with the Padres, has spent majority of his time in Double-A San Antonio. He had 50 games with the Missions last season, 3-4, an ERA of 3.31, had 2 saves in 33 appearances. He's allowed 20 earned runs and struck out 63, issuing 23 walks for an ERA, or rather in 54 1/3 innings of work. 2 out, nobody on. Chucky Robinson, the catcher, stepping in. Bees down 4-3. Robinson watches the first pitch down and away. It gets away from the catcher, Campusano. And it's 1-0. Continue with our out-of-town scoreboard. Mets to a 3-1 lead at Houston right now. They're in the top of the 7th. Burrito from the stretch. Deals outside, 2-0. San Diego with a 1-0 lead early against the Braves. They're in the bottom of the 2nd at Petco. Robinson ready. So is Burrito. 2-0. At the knees. A cold strike. No score, bottom 2. A's at Seattle. It's going to be hard not calling them Oakland. It's going to be hard not giving them a city name. Just straight Athletics. 2-1. Ew, it just misses outside. Good frame by Campusano. But a good call by home plate umpire Macon Hammond. He's had a great night so far tonight. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. 4-3 El Paso, top of the 6th inning. Burrito deals, and Robinson scorches it high and deep to center. On the move is Wall. Back to the wall, and it's off the angle wall, and it's running along the center field warning track. Robinson around second, heading for third. The throw comes in quickly, and Robinson is held to a triple. With the way that ball hit the angled wall, it can be dangerous because it runs along center field, and it kind of goes into no man's land. A number of players can get an inside the park home run in that situation. Robinson doesn't necessarily run at the same speed as Vince Coleman, but does get a triple. Here's Bryce Teodosio. Speaking of triples, he had 12 of them last year. 2 out, runner at third. Teodosio taps it foul as it bounces behind home plate into the backstop. 0-1. Teodosio tonight. A single in the 3rd. Fielder's choice and scored in the 5th inning. Detroit at the Dodgers tonight. That game getting underway here in just a couple of minutes. The 0-1. Teodosio slices it straight back to the screen. He's behind in the count, 0-2. Well, the Bees last year found themselves in some boom or bust situations a number of times. It'd be great to see if they could be that team this year that comes through with some of those big 2-out swings. Here's the 0-2. Teodosio with a bouncer down the third baseline foul. Goes over into the bullpen area and out to left field. It is strange with this ballpark because one bullpen, that being for the visitors, is out beyond the right center field wall. And then the home bullpen is down the left field side in foul territory. Here's the 0-2. Teodosio lines it off the screen, foul to the right side by the Bees dugout. We'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. It is a full crowd. It's a very casual crowd here tonight. Opening night in the Lone Star State. The 0-2 up and away. Nice take there by Teodosio. Kind of a waste pitch really for Burrito. Bryce Teodosio, one of the more exciting players to watch in the Pacific Coast League last year. Trying to come up with something here with 2 down. Runner at third. Teodosio swings and misses, strike 3. And the inning is done. The Bees do get a run. Solo blast, Ryan Noda. They get a couple of hits. No errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bees trail 4-3 on the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood Holiday. You know, we have something here at Holiday we call the 3 F's, and that means fast, friendly, and convenient. Now you might be saying, don't other convenience stores have convenience in their names? Or you might be saying that convenience doesn't even start with an F. And you know what? You're right. But the thing is, we're having way too much fun to care. Anyway, see you soon at your fast, friendly, and convenient neighborhood holiday, because everybody loves a holiday.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Bottom of the sixth inning, Bees trail 4-3. New pitcher on for Salt Lake. It is Connor Brogdon, 6'6" right-hander from Clovis, California. Was with Oklahoma City mostly last year. Brogdon comes in with his team trailing by the score of 4-3. It has been a fun one here tonight. Make sure to join us for all of Bees baseball throughout the season, especially when the Bees come back home to their new ballpark, including family nights on Tuesday nights, brought to you by Holmes Homes. Brogdon's first batter of face is Tirso Ornelas, and he takes for ball one. Ornelas 0 for 2 so far tonight. Grounded out to first in the first, and then struck out in the third inning. Comes the 1-0. Ornelas takes high, 2 balls and no strikes. For a guy in Connor Brogdon, drafted 10th round, 2017 by the Phillies. Comes set, the 2-0. And missed his spot, just did miss the zone inside as well. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. He was the highest Lewis and Clark draft pick since Bo Mills, who was taken in the first round. 3-0 is up and away. It's a 4-pitch walk to start things here in the bottom of the sixth. Bad news to begin this bottom of the sixth inning. 4-3 El Paso on top. And here's Luis Camposano. Camposano, who singled and scored in the second inning, and then grounded out back to the pitcher Anderson in the third. Had a big put out defensively where he caught Bryce Teodosio stealing. That was a big moment earlier. Takes a strike, 0-1. Camposano, a 300 hitter in his 7 minor league seasons. This is his 400th minor league game. The 0-1. Heavy cut, but came up empty, 0-2. He was 2 for 12 in 3 games against Salt Lake last year. Walking to his lead over there at first base is Ornelas. On base for the first time tonight. Big hole right side. Infield tilted to the left. The 0-2 is up and in. Looking over to first base was Robinson as he pulls the ball back but holds. He was traded to the Dodgers organization, that being Sean Anderson, last year after he spent part of 5 major league seasons with the Phillies. Line drive right center field. It's going to get down for a hit. The center fielder Lugo is going to go over to get it. Rounding second and going to third is Ornelas. Ball gets away on the infield. Moving from first to second now is going to be Camposano. It'll be a single. He'll move up to second on the air. And the table is set here for El Paso in the bottom of the sixth. Well, second knock of the night here for Camposano. That's tough for a guy in Brogdon after he had him down 0-2 in the count. So here's Connor Joe. Connor Joe 1 for 2 on the night, scored after he singled in the second. First pitch, Joe swing and a miss, 0-1. The infield is in here. Davis at third, Kingery at short, Keyboom is at second, Cavadas at first. Not quite to the edge of the grass. The 0-1 snaps inside into the glove of Robinson. And it's a ball and a strike. First base is open. On deck is Mike Brasso. The 1-1. Inside corner called strike 2. Connor Joe, who made his major league debut with the Giants at Petco Park. It was on the same day Fernando Tatis made his debut. This will be a very exciting player. Pitch is low, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-2. Took a while there for home plate umpire Macon Hammond to find Kelvis Velez, the first base umpire, because he's positioned over by the second base bag. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at second and third with their leads. 4-3 El Paso, the pitch. Ground ball hit through the whole left side, a base knock. Ornelas scores from third. Camposano holds at third. In and out of the glove of the cutoff man, but an RBI single for Connor Joe. It's a 5-3 lead for the Chihuahuas. Back-to-back-to-back singles to get things started here in this 6th. And the Bees are in trouble here in this frame. And here comes Mike Brasso. Catcher Robinson out to talk with Brogdon here at this moment. Brogdon, who struggled for the Phillies to begin last season, and was DFA'd. He was picked up by the Dodgers, or he's traded to the Dodgers. And after only 1 appearance for the Dodgers, he was placed on the injured list, had plantar fasciitis in his right foot, and then transferred to the 60-day IL. It's a guy who relies a lot on a fastball, a changeup, and kind of a hybrid of a cutter and slider. And so far, first 3 he has faced started with a 4-pitch walk. He was up 0-2 in the count on Camposano. He got a single. And Connor Joe just brought in a run with an RBI single. So first and third, nobody out. Brasso is 0 for 2 tonight. The first pitch is down and away, backhanded by Robinson, the catcher. Well, for Brasso, when he was ahead in the count last year, he batted .387. Behind in the count, .208. And the count, 1 ball, no strikes here. Brasso started after it. It's a called strike at the top of the zone. He didn't like it. But they had 1 unsuccessful challenge earlier. Might have thought about using it there, but did not. Corners in. Davis at third and Cavadas at first. And the runners at the corners. The 1-1. It's low. 2 balls and a strike. For a guy in Mike Brasso, started so slow in Omaha last year. Batted just .107. He was picked up by the Mets and then just caught fire. 2-1. Fly ball, foul, right side out of play. In his next 63 games after he got picked up by the Mets, he was out of this world. A .312 batting average, 20 extra base hits, 12 homers, 8 doubles. 30 runs batted in. Syracuse was also on fire. They were 41-22 during that stretch. 2-2. Ground ball sharply hit, back up the middle and through. It's a base hit. In to score from third is Camposano. Connor Joe goes first to third. It's an RBI single for Mike Brasso. Back-to-back-to-back singles. All 4 have reached base here in the 6th. And it's now a 6-3 El Paso lead. Well, Connor Brogdon trying to find his footing here, and it has been tough so far, as the merry-go-round has certainly been on. Great base running by Connor Joe. For Brasso, his first hit of the night. Here's Clay Dungan. He's 0 for 2. Runner still at the corner, still nobody out. It's now a 3-run deficit. He squares to bunt, he pops it up, plops it out at the short edge of the grass. The catcher, Robinson, has it, throws to first. It'll get Dungan, but on the play, Connor Joe scores from third, and it's now a 7-3 ball game. So the Bees finally getting out here in this frame, but it still comes at the cost of a run, and the teammates for Dungan all meeting him at the top step of that dugout to thank him for his work on putting that bunt down. He just plopped that thing perfectly at the edge of that front grass. Mason McCoy now with a runner at second, 1 down. The pitch. Fly ball right side, fouling out of play. It's 0-1. McCoy reaches the bat back ready. And slices it straight back to the screen. It's 0-2. 7-3 the score. 3 runs tallied in this bottom of the 6th inning after the Bees were able to cut it to a 1-run deficit. We'll head into the late innings with at very least a 4-run deficit, and they're going to try to keep it at that. Snap throw back to second on the pickoff. As coming over to cover was Kibo. The back end sliding safely on the play was Brasso. Mason McCoy, right-hand batter, ready. Responsible for 2 of the runs, 2 out of the 7. Runner goes. Great jump, and it's spoiled by a foul ball at home plate by Mason McCoy. Fans still appreciative of Brasso's aggression out there on the base pass. He got a terrific second lead and then just bolted for third base. McCoy with that 2-run double back in the second inning. The Bees led 1-0 in the second. That flipped the score at that moment, and the Bees have trailed ever since. The 0-2. A high bouncer down the third base line. Fair past the glove of Davis down the third base line, headed for the corner. Trotting around third and walking home is Brasso. McCoy's rounding second, headed for third. He'll get there with a head-first slide, and it's an 8-3 ball game, as it has been a nightmare in the bottom of the 6th for the Salt Lake Bees. A 4-spot now in this frame for El Paso. It's kind of this bouncing ball down the third base line. Davis was backing up on it, and it ran kind of away from him as he was lunging out to get it. Down into that corner, Teodosio had a long way to get it. And great hustle out of the box by Mason McCoy. He is at third, still just 1 out. El Paso leads Salt Lake by the score of 8-3. That'll be all for Brogdon. Tell you about the new Bees pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Bees Baseball right here on the KSL Sports Zone.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West. Or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Well, it was looking like a showdown for quite some time, and then the El Paso Chihuahuas have extended to what is an 8-3 lead now with 4 runs in this bottom of the 6th inning. Just 1 out here at this moment. The Salt Lake Bees with their work cut out for them in this uphill climb. It is the season opener and the series opener as well. Brogdon, you can't close the book on him yet. He is still responsible for McCoy over there at third base. And so the Salt Lake Bees are trying to get out of this inning and minimize the damage And started with a tough battle there with a 4-pitch walk to Ornelas. It's been a rough one since. It's Andres Briseño who's now on the mound for the Bees. Right-hand pitcher will go up against Forrest Wall, top of the lineup. The pitch. Wall takes inside 1-0. And so for Briseño, 6'5" right-hander from Venezuela. Holds from the belt, infield in. And the pitch is on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Forrest Wall reached by an error in the first. He flied out to center in the second. And grounded out to short in the fifth. Pitch. Lined out to right field, a base hit. In to score from third is going to be McCoy. Aggressive turnaround first from Forrest Wall, but he'll come back to the bag. It's an RBI single, and it is a 9-3 lead for El Paso as they put up 5 here in the sixth. Well, Forrest Wall with his first hit of the night, second time he's reached base. That is the 5th hit of this inning, and the 6th hitter to reach base. 6 out of the 7. The only out the Bees have been able to collect here in this frame was when Dungan laid down a bunt to bring in a run. Here's Brooks. He has homered twice tonight. Throw over to first and back with a head first slide as well. He was leaning towards second there for just a moment. So there was a bit of a back and forth on what the official scoring was going to be on the McCoy RBI hit. The pitch is inside. It's 1-0. It was initially ruled as a double and an error on Teodosio. Now they've given it a straight triple. There goes the runner. Wall headed for second. The pitch is strike. Laser throw to second. In and out of the glove of the shortstop Kingery on the tag. As the throw and the tag were all happening at the same time, it's a stolen base here for Forrest Wall. Well, Wall led the Pacific Coast League back in 2022 with 52 stolen bases. And this is his first year in that league since then. Matthew Lugo was charged for the throwing error earlier in this inning. And now a ball is being given due to a timing violation against the pitcher Briseño. So the count is now 2-1. This has just been a tough inning for the Salt Lake Bees. Lead at second, Forrest Wall. The pitch to Brooks. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Three runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Bees. 9 runs, 11 hits, an error for El Paso. 2-2 to Brooks. Check swing tapper behind home plate. We'll do it again at 2-2. Well, Trenton Brooks had 10 home runs last year, and he has 2 so far tonight. He homered in the third, a solo blast out to just to the right of center. And then hit one just over that short porch right along the right field foul pole to make it his second homer of the night. Pitch inside 3-2, or 3-2 is now the count. I was going to say that home run that he hit back in the fifth made it 4-2. At the time, the Bees cut it to 4-3 in the top of the sixth, and it looked like you might have that kind of ball game, but El Paso had other ideas with 5 runs here in this sixth for a 9-3 lead. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Wall the lead at second. Briseño comes set. Checks the runner. Here's the 3-2. Fly ball, shallow center. Going out is the shortstop Kingery. He's waving his arms out there. Makes the shoulder high catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the 9th hitter to the plate in the inning. It's Oscar Gonzalez. And Oscar Gonzalez 1 for 3. Singled in the first and flied out to left in the third and the 5th inning. And so Gonzalez, last time he stepped up to the plate, it was a tight game. Now El Paso has blown it open with a 6-run advantage. It's the pitch.
Swing and a miss for Oscar Gonzalez. Boy, he takes a vicious swing, no doubt about it. It's a guy who had the walk-off home run in the bottom of the 15th of that wild card series back in 22. It sent Cleveland to the League Division Series. The 0-1 pop fly fouling out of play. He had the walk-off knock in Game 3 against the Yankees to go up 2-1, but the Yanks did win that series in 5. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Briseño comes set from the belt, the 0-2. Fly ball down the right field line, giving chase first baseman Cavadas for 4 steps, but realizes it's well out of play. Do it at 0-2. Gorgeous night here in downtown El Paso. Perfect weather, perfect temperature. Almost no wind at all. The 0-2 is cut on and missed, and it goes to the backstop. On the moment, Gonzalez didn't realize it. Getting at the catcher Robinson, he does throw to first in time on a long toss. And the inning does come to a close, but 9 hitters come to the plate. And it results in 6 runs being scored on 5 hits, an error, and 1 runner left on base. It's now El Paso 9, the Bees 3 on the KSL Sports Zone.
At Smith's, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood Holiday. You know, something we're kind of proud of is that all our fuel is sourced in Utah and Idaho, which means no cross-country trips for our fuel trucks, which in turn means better air quality. And that's important to us because we live here too. Those faceless corporations that run other stores, they don't care about our air. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're busy starting a tire fire somewhere right now. Anyway, we'll see you soon at Holiday, where everything is better, even the air.
To the top of the 7th, top of the order for the Salt Lake Bees, Gustavo Campero, Matthew Lugo, and Nico Cavadas, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters. As the Bees now trail by the score of 9-3. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Salt Lake. 9 runs, 11 hits, and an error for El Paso. This is game 1 of this 3-game set. Gustavo Campero is 1 for 3. Tonight he singled all the way back. In that 5th inning, the Bees were able to threaten big time. They cut it to a 1-run game and left the bases loaded. Campero takes outside for ball 1. As for the Chihuahuas tonight, 3rd pitcher doing some work is Brito. Raul Brito deals, and it's high. 2 balls and no strikes. We update you on the rest of what's happening in the Pacific Coast League. They're a good one tonight in Sugar Land, where Oklahoma City and Sugar Land tied up at 3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Pitches up and away. It's 3-0 to Campero. Bottom 3 in the California capital, the Rivercats holding to a 2-0 lead over Albuquerque. Round Rock and Tacoma, no score, bottom 1. And Las Vegas with an early lead over Reno, 1-0. They're going to the bottom of the 2nd. Taking on the 3-0 is Campero. It's a strike on the outside part of the plate. 3-1. Coming set Brito. And time is called.
So Campero uses his timeout here. With the count at 3 balls and a strike. Gustavo Campero. Always dangerous when he can get on. He stole a combined 32 bases last year. I wonder if they have an issue with something that might have gotten onto the field that they had to clear off. So the delay is over. And here comes the 3-1 from Brito to Gustavo Campero. Upstairs, ball 4. Nice plate appearance there by Campero to start off the 7th inning. Well, you get the feeling with this offense, too, with how explosive it can be. With very talented guys in this lineup that they can put together some explosive innings on their own. But, man, they really dug a big hole after the 5 spot they gave up in the bottom of the 6th. Matthew Lugo, right-hand batter ready. Pitch. Vicious swing, and it comes up empty 0-1. Lugo smashed a ball down that left field line for a double, his first hit of the year. He's 1 for 3. He's reached base twice. The 0-1. Cut on and missed in the dirt. Nice block there by Camposano. He has had a terrific night behind the plate. The count is 0-2. Campero over there at first base. Not with the most aggressive lead. Brooks holding him on there at first. Although this one a bigger lead than his previous 2. Arms dangling down, looking in at the pitcher Brito. And the pitch. It's low, 1-2. Matthew Lugo, right-hand batter. Brito, right-hand pitcher. Crowd with their chants and cheers tonight here in El Paso. The pitch is high, and it's going to be challenged here by the catcher, Camposano. So Camposano thought that hit the zone, and the replay shows that it did. It just barely nipped the top outside part of the zone, and Lugo is down on strikes. And so that is now the 7th punch out of the night for El Paso pitching. Brings up Nico Cavadas. Infield tilted to the right with this lefty at the plate. He takes inside. It bounces to the backstop. Scurrying up to second base is going to be Campero on the wild pitch. Cavadas, who struck out in the 1st and the 3rd, was able to draw a walk that brought in a run back in the 5th. It was a nice battle. He had some great takes throughout that plate appearance. You could start to feel the Bees making the little plays to kind of put themselves into position to win this game, and all of a sudden it flipped upside down on them in a hurry in that bottom of the 6th. 1-0, fouled back to the screen, 1-1. 9-3 the score. El Paso on top of the Bees here. We're in the top of the 7th. It's going to be a fun series the rest of the way. Some great matchups still left between these two teams, especially some good pitching matchups. We'll talk about that here in just a second. The 1-1. Cavadas takes outside, 2 balls and a strike. It'll be Jared Kolar going for Chihuahua, or for the Chihuahuas tomorrow. Chase Silseth, it'd be great to see him back out there tomorrow. 2-1, popped up, left side, foul ground. Brasso, the third baseman, now drifts back into fair ground and makes the catch. 2 down. Off the bat, it looked like it might be questionable to see if he was going to have enough room. And Brasso was headed over that way and then trickled back across the chalk line to make the grab. So 2 out. Campero at second. Here's J.D. Davis. Our Sunday matchup will be right-hander Stephen Kolek against right-hander Caden Dana. And oh my goodness, Angels fans excited about the future of the young Caden Dana, and they should be. J.D. Davis takes a cold strike. And for Chase Silseth, who's going to be on the mound tomorrow, great to see him out there after he had to leave a game early, and I think it was July 28th against El Paso. He was really starting to come into form last year before leaving the season and needing elbow surgery. Here's the 0-1. Cut on a missed 0-2 to J.D. Davis. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded out to second. Popped up to first in foul ground and struck out in the 5th inning. The lead at second, Campero. The lead in the game, El Paso, 9-3. The 0-2 to J.D. Davis. Swing and a miss on a bow-high tie fastball, and the inning comes to a close. They get the leadoff man on, and the next 3 retired in order. They're stretching here in El Paso, and they're happy about it. Chihuahuas lead 9-3 over the Bees on the KSL Sports Zone.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Join the Salt Lake Bees Kids Club today. Kids 12 and under will receive a general admission ticket, a t-shirt, a $5 bounce back ticket to future games, access to exclusive events, as well as other perks and discounts for $30. The Bees are proud to partner with 50-plus recreation centers across the state and surrounding states to provide junior Bees baseball and softball programs to over 20,000 youth. To find a league near you, please visit slbees.com.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 9-3 ball game. El Paso with the lead over the Salt Lake Bees here tonight. Well, don't forget, great ticket packages available, premium seating options to go with it, season tickets, single game tickets, all of that and more. Make sure to go to slbees.com. It's going to be great. Terrific theme nights coming your way all season. It's not just going to be a new ballpark. You are going to have a great experience. Minor league baseball, but a major league experience as the major league standard really continues on with Salt Lake Bees baseball. From everything that we want to have for you, including our broadcast coverage on KMYU and KJazz TV. A big tip of the hat to Buddy Covington for his work on helping all of that come together, and also the great work down on the field with everybody involving game presentation from Brecken Johnson and Katie Brotherson and Sammy Miller, of course, who kills it with social media and all of her work as the MC and sideline reporter. We have all of that covered and more, so we thank you for making us a part of your summer coming up right around the corner, your spring, summer, and fall, which now is a part of the minor league baseball season. And the ballpark there in Daybreak at America First Square, it's going to be a year of openings. You're going to have the opening for the season at the ballpark, the ribbon cutting event coming up in May. On top of that, with America First Square opening up with a great kind of whole entire area for great entertainment options for you and your entire family, it's going to be something you want to visit. And just because the Bees are not at home, in the future, you'll still have plenty of great things to look forward to, from different concerts, comedy shows, and just great themes throughout the year, not just when the weather's good, but also throughout the late fall and into the winter. So make sure that you make the Daybreak neighborhood a part of something that you enjoy to visit regularly, because the new ballpark is just a piece of the wonderful things that we have for you as fans. Tirso Ornelas led off the 6th, and now he's leading off the 7th. Takes a strike, 0-1 Ornelas. It was a 4-pitch walk, and before you know it, it became a 5-run inning. As the first 4 were able to reach base. 6 of the first 7. There's a ground ball back towards the middle. The shortstop, Kingery, has to go to the other side of the bag from the grass. A worm-burning throw over to first. Gets away from the first baseman, Cavadas. And safe on the play is Ornelas. By no means should that be an error. They'll tag Ornelas anyway, and he's safe. And so it is an infield single for Tirso Ornelas.
It'll bring up Luis Camposano. That was a great effort there by Kingery. He was out on the grass to the opposite side of second base. The fact that he even got it and gave himself any kind of a chance to make a play was a miracle on that. Ornelas aboard for the second time. It's his first hit of the season. Camposano through the whole left side, a base hit. First two aboard for the El Paso Chihuahuas for the third time tonight. They've done that. And for the second inning in a row. That'll bring up Connor Joe. 2 singles and a 2-for-3 night for him. Connor Joe, one of the better stories in all of baseball. A guy that defeated cancer back in 2020. And he didn't play in that 2020 season. Most people had thought, oh, well, COVID must be the reason. Well, no, it's also because he was battling cancer and actually defeated cancer. He was announced as cancer-free on July 20th. First pitch of ball inside. Then, when returning to Major League Baseball, on July 20th of 21, hit a home run, his first Major League home run on the exact date that he was tabbed cancer-free. Pitches inside, 2-0. He's worked a lot and efforts to help fight against cancer. He's very active in the community and so supportive to all of those in the fight. He's been growing out his hair ever since. 2-0, check swing. It was in the zone anyway, 2-1. Ornelas said that it's a reminder to him of where he's been, and also how grateful he is for the wonderful support of so many people in his fight, which he was able to win, and great to see him out there. The 2-1 is off speed and over for a strike, 2-2. Connor Joe, a person of gratitude, and baseball, a game of gratitude as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2 on, 9-3 El Paso. Here's the pitch. Connor Joe, a check swing grounder through the runner's lane right side, and it's foul. Scooped up by Cavadas. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, so far tonight, the Chihuahuas 5 for 10 with runners in scoring position. And the Salt Lake Bees 0 for 7. Connor Joe stepping back in, reaches the bat back ready. The lead at second, Ornelas. The lead at first, Camposano. The pitch, down and away. And the count is full. Mike Brosseau is on deck right now. Runners with their leads. Coming set, Briseño, and it's a fly ball high and deep to center. Going back on it, Lugo at the track, right in front of the 406 sign, makes the catch. Tagging at second, going to third is Ornelas. Retreating back to first is Camposano. Connor Joe gave it a ride, but allowed out, and he does move a runner over. So here's Mike Brosseau. And Brosseau tonight 1 for 3. He struck out back in the second inning, flied out to center field in the fourth. An RBI single in the sixth. First baseman Cavadas holding on the runner Camposano at first base. Brosseau set and ready. Right-hand batter, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did on a pitch away. 0-1 to Mike Brosseau. We talked about Brosseau. His last season there was Syracuse where he exploded. It was great to see that bounce back after the slow start against Omaha. Here comes the 0-1. High and above the head of Brosseau. It bounces off the backstop and all the way back to the pitcher, Briseño. It hit so hard, the runner at third, Ornelas, stayed right there. Camposano does move to second on a wild pitch. It was behind the head of the batter, Brosseau. My goodness. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third, Ornelas. The runner at second, Camposano. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball to right. Hustling towards the line is going to be Campero. All the way into foul ground. Makes a leaping catch against the sidewall. Tagging from third and coming home is Ornelas. The throw will not be in time. Sack fly and an RBI. Great catch, Campero. But it's a 10-3 lead now for El Paso. Like Gustavo Campero just got a great jump in right field. Off the bat, it looked like it was going to be kind of just inside of fair territory, but it kept drifting its way not just to foul ground, but up against that sidewall. And so Campero had to make a leaping catch against that sidewall, and then had to quickly gather himself to try to make a strong throw. Foul ball on the first pitch here to Clay Dungan. Dungan tonight struck out in the second, grounded out to short in the fourth, and bunted to bring a run home in the sixth. Pops this foul left side now to play. It's 0-2. Clay Dungan, who had a career high in doubles with 29, opened the season as the PCL Player of the Week last year. And the pitch is a called strike three. It appears to have ended the inning, but this was challenged by Clay Dungan. And the review shows it was in the zone, a called strike three. Well, the inning is over. Another run on the board here for El Paso. They now lead 10-3 as we go to the eighth on the KSL Sports Zone.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Mountain Land Kitchen and Bath Showroom is now open in Orem, Utah. Discover exciting new kitchen appliance brands like True Column refrigerators and the gorgeous Ilve ranges. Experience our state-of-the-art wellness spa with working cold plunge, sauna, and steam shower systems. Feel the difference our knowledgeable staff can make to help you with your new custom home build or remodel. Let Mountain Land Kitchen and Bath help you get that kitchen or bath you've dreamed of into reality.
We head now to the top of the eighth inning. It's a 10-3 ball game. El Paso with the lead over the Salt Lake Bees here tonight. Thank you so much for being with us, and make sure to join us when the Bees return home for the start of what should be a really fun season. And we have some unforgettable moments coming your way Wednesday, April 23rd. Bring your dog to the ballpark at America First Square. It's a day you and your dog won't want to miss. Get your tickets at slbs.com. Ryan Noda is going to lead off this top of the eighth. He had a solo home run back in the sixth inning. It is Roots on now on the mound for the El Paso Chihuahuas. First pitch inside, almost hit him. Whoa, goodness. Ethan Roots on, 6'4" righty from Park Ridge, Illinois. Pitched at St. John's. Spent most of last year with San Antonio. Noda 1 for 3. And fouls that one. Headed right this way, but the screen did just get a piece of it. And it drops in front of us. And the count is now at a ball and a strike. No, Rootson steps in with his team up by the score of 10-3 after another run in the bottom of the seventh. Cold strike, top of the zone. It's 1-2. Rootson, this is his third stint in El Paso. His first was back in 21. It's a guy who
Started last year in Fort Wayne after 3 appearances, promoted to San Antonio. 31 games out of the pen. 5-1 with a 2.35 ERA. Allowed 6 earned runs, walked 3, struck out 17. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Ryan Noda, great addition to this ball club. Had some really great moments last year, and this 2-2's inside. Count is at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Noda, really, when he was that PCL Player of the Week, that's when you started to see some of those flashes that you saw in some of the previous seasons, where he would just get on a tear. 3-2, cut on a miss, strike 3. And for the Chihuahuas tonight, that's their 9th punch-out. It'll bring up Scott Kingery. Kingery 1 for 3 with a home run. He started the scoring tonight with a bizarre, controversial home run. It was just to the right of center field, where the umpires initially ruled home run, then changed it to a double, and then manager Keith Johnson out there with a conversation. They moved it back to a home run. Kingery takes a cold strike. Kingery grew up idolizing Dustin Pedroia with his size and style. He's a guy that he liked. The 0-1 is outside. This guy became the first Major League player in the modern era to hit his first home run, his first grand slam, and walk-off run batted in 3 straight games. I remember that. It was an April series against the Reds. Fly ball down the right field line, giving chase to first baseman Brooks into foul ground at the track, and it lands about 7 rows in. Do it at a ball and 2 strikes. Kingery was a part of 3 opening day rosters with the Phillies. And last year was that first year that his power numbers got back to what they were pre-COVID. As it was a career high 25 home runs with 1 team. He was able to hit last year with Lehigh Valley. 1-2 is fouled straight back to the screen. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. He batted .268, had 17 doubles and 5 triples with it. He was 25 of 27 with stolen bases, but he had 138 strikeouts too. That was his AAA career high. Pitches outside 2-2. He had 1 year with the Phillies when he was punched out 147 times. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 10-3, El Paso leads over the Bees. Pitch inside, 3-2. You got the feeling in his recruiting that his size and the perception of his size hurt him, as he had to send out a bunch of emails to a ton of Division I schools, and all he got was an opportunity to try out to walk on at Arizona. Well, not only did he walk on, he eventually became Pac-12 Player of the Year. Fouls this one off of his leg, 3-2. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Bees. 10 runs, 13 hits, and an error for El Paso. This guy worked out relentlessly during the offseason, trying to perfect his swing and work on all the little things. One of the guys he partnered with during a lot of his off seasons was Aaron Judge to improve plate discipline. 3-2 inside, it hit him. Oh, it got him good. He's leaning down, and that obviously was unintentional. It just hurt like heck. 3-2, and it ran in. Ran in so quick, not only was he unable to get out of the way, but his only thing was to turn around and just take it right there in the back. I think it got him lower back, maybe closer to the left hip. So Kingery will take the bruise and the base. He's aboard at first with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Carter Keyboom at the plate. Keyboom tonight walked, singled, grounded out to short. The pitch. It's on the inside part of the plate, a strike. Keyboom tonight playing at second base. Ton of Major League experience. 4 different seasons there with the Nationals. Comes the 1-0. crackback grounder, slowly hit back to the pitcher, and with it thrown to second, roots on. They get one and they get two on the relay from Dungan. Terrific work by the defense of the El Paso Chihuahuas, and they just take away any possibility that the Bees have tried to put together in these later innings. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head now to the bottom of the eighth. Bees trail 10-3 on the KSL Sports Zone.
A new era of baseball has arrived in Daybreak with the arrival of the Salt Lake Bees, and we are proud to be their official sponsor. Holmes Homes has been building in Daybreak for over 20 years, helping create a rich environment for families to live, grow, and play. Single-family homes, condos, and luxury estates, Holmes Homes has the perfect place for every fan. Join our neighborhood. Find your dream home in Daybreak today. Holmes Homes, building more than homes, building community. Join the Salt Lake Bees Kids Club today. Kids 12 and under will receive a general admission ticket, a t-shirt, a $5 bounce back ticket to future games, access to exclusive events, as well as other perks and discounts for $30. The Bees are proud to partner with 50-plus recreation centers across the state and surrounding states to provide junior Bees baseball and softball programs to over 20,000 youth. To find a league near you, please visit slbees.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike three, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
97.5 KZNS FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midvale. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Bottom of the eighth inning, Bees trail by the score of 10-3 tonight here in El Paso. And leading off this bottom of the eighth inning will be the number 9 hitter, Mason McCoy, followed by Forrest Wall and then Trenton Brooks. A lively crowd here tonight in El Paso. Opening night and a fun one for the home crowd. The Bees, who jumped with the first score of the night, a solo homer from Scott Kingery. And then after that, it has been all El Paso the rest of the evening. Jack Dashwood on the mound for the Salt Lake Bees, the 1-0. Cut on and missed. McCoy, 2 for 3 tonight, a 2-run double, and then doubled and eventually scored in the 6th. So busy night for McCoy. Busy night for El Paso, a 13-hit performance. El Paso had 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 5 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th inning. The 1-1 from Dashwood. McCoy takes on the inside corner for a strike. Dashwood, who spent some of the 21 and 23 seasons with Salt Lake, was 1-2 with an 8.03 ERA in 21, 0-1 with an ERA 12 in 23. Called strike 3 to McCoy, and we have one down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Well, Dashwood finished the season with a 1.29 ERA, 10 strikeouts, no walks in his last 6 relief appearances. All of this after missing so much time last year on the IL. The All-American from UC Santa Barbara in 2019. Comes the first pitch to Forrest Wall. It's on the inside corner, or inside, I should say, for a ball. Forrest Wall's reached base twice, but is 1 for 4. He singled and stole second back in the 6th inning. 1-0 inside. Jack Dashwood is a big fan of the movie Sandlot. Too bad for him, it's not one of those anniversary years for the Sandlot movie in Salt Lake. 2-0. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Long hold by the catcher, Robinson, as he thought it might have been in the zone. Yeah, but I'm sure Dashwood would have loved to see what was there at the ballpark in Salt Lake as the pitch is taken 3-1. It was a strike at the knees. To see all those characters out there and to be a part of those nights, it was always fun when we have a chance to celebrate the anniversaries of the Sandlot. 3-1. Outside corner, called strike 2. Forrest Wall thought he had ball 4. Dashwood, the 4th pitcher employed tonight by the Bees. Anderson went 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned. 3 strikeouts, gave up a pair of home runs. Brogdon gave up 5 earned in just a third of an inning tonight. Comes the 3-2 to Forrest Wall. Fly ball deep to left. Heading over towards the corner, Teodosio at the warning track, right in front of the wall, makes the catch. 2 down. Off the bat, the crowd thought something might be cooking on that as it was headed towards the Peter Piper Pizza porch. But it did fall just shy of the wall. Here's Trenton Brooks. He has homered twice tonight. What a great El Paso debut for him. Guy who made his major league debut with the San Francisco Giants last year. And the pitch is cut on and missed. A kind of awkward, slow check swing. 0-1. Nobody has more doubles in minor league baseball since 2018 than Trenton Brooks. The 0-1. Whoa! He helicopters the bat out of his hands on a swing and miss. It goes over to the backstop area on the right side by the on-deck circle. He'll take the walk of shame on over there to get his piece of lumber and say sorry to the fans as make his way back to the box. Well, Trenton Brooks, who was the inaugural winner of the Tony Gwynn Award in the Mountain West Conference. That's a big deal for him. After he grew up just outside of San Diego. Obviously, Tony Gwynn, a really, really big deal in the area that he's from. He's actually going to need a new bat because that bat, it flew out of his hands. It hit the netting of the backstop on the right side and then hit the cement on the top of that. That is twice tonight. Somebody from El Paso has needed a new bat and they did not contact the ball. I can't say I've ever seen that before. But Trenton Brooks last year turned a lot of heads for so many good reasons. Such a great player there at first base, too. We mentioned his struggles at the plate with the Giants when he had his chance at the major league level, but he was stellar defensively. 10-3 ball game, bottom of the 8th. Bees trail by 7 here tonight. Dashwood throws in the dirt down and away on the 0-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Infield tilted to the right. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Trenton Brooks. Takes inside for ball 2 as it bounces in and out of the glove of Robinson. It goes to the backstop. Nobody on, no harm, no foul. We'll do it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weather is so nice tonight. I thought I might see a few jackets. Not at all. Short sleeve weather. Just picture perfect. 2-2. Inside, face high, spinning out of the way was Brooks. And the fans voicing some of their displeasure from that pitch. Count is full. Oscar Gonzalez is on deck. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from Dashwood to Trenton Brooks. And the 3-2 is down and away, ball 4. Brooks is down in the count, 0-2. And works the 2-out walk here in this bottom of the 8th inning. Reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. And for the Bees, don't forget about Sunday brunch at the ballpark. That, by the way, continues to be such a favorite among the fans. Every fan I've ever talked to that's been a part of that has pretty much given it 5 stars. Lead at first, Brooks. Gonzalez fouls it to the screen right side. 0-1. Gonzalez 1 for 4 tonight. But that Sunday brunch,
special package. It includes a game ticket, full brunch menu, $47. Don't forget that perfect way to spend Sunday afternoon. The matinees are now at noon. Swing and a miss 0-2. It's kind of that perfect brunch time now. And the expanded bar menu is certainly among the favorites from some friends of mine that go and take advantage of that. So enjoy us for the perfect Sunday afternoon at the Yard. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice work from Dashwood. Scoreless 8th for El Paso, but they lead 10-3. Last call for the Bees when we come back on the KSL Sports Zone.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Smith's, you always get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Heading to the top of the ninth inning, the Salt Lake Bees trail against the El Paso Chihuahuas by the score of 10-3. Maybe the 8-9-1 hitters, Chucky Robinson, Bryce Teodosio, Gustavo Campero. 2 up. They'll face a new pitcher here for El Paso as they go with right-hander Harold Chirino from Venezuela. 6'2" righty. Steps in. He is the 5th pitcher employed tonight by the El Paso Chihuahuas. Roots on, who pitched a scoreless 7th. Had a strikeout mixed in with that and was able to induce an inning-ending double play pitch. It's in there for a cold strike. Great work tonight by the pen from so many guys of this team from El Paso. Next pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. Chucky Robinson had a triple back in the 6th inning on a ball that hit the angled sidewall. It was kind of a strange play. It was a threat for an inside the park home run. The 0-2 is outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Chirino on the mound, played in the Brewers organization for 9 years until the Padres signed him in this past November. Bouncer slowly hit up the middle. The shortstop, McCoy, dives on it on the outfield grass, throws to first in time. Terrific play at short by McCoy. 6-3 the putout, 1 down. Ball was hit back up the middle, not necessarily hit so hard. And McCoy did a great job of smothering that out the edge of the grass behind second base. And a strong throw. Here's Bryce Teodosio. And Teodosio, 1 for 3 with a single tonight. And Bryce started after it, left it inside, ball 1. And for Chirino, he was 2-4 with a 4.76 ERA in Nashville. 30 appearances out of the bullpen for the Sounds. Here's a high bouncer up the middle, and it's the shortstop again. McCoy wheels around, throws to first, not in time. Teodosio a little faster than Robinson. Fans don't like the call, but he was absolutely safe. They just thought they found another terrific play by McCoy. This one was in a similar spot as the last one.
And he did a great job of pirouetting, wheeling around, strong throw, and Teodosio absolutely beat it. So an infield single for Bryce Teodosio. That'll bring up Gustavo Campero. Teodosio was caught stealing back in the third inning. His team down 7, takes the lead at first. Campero starts after the first pitch and leaves it high 1-0. Three runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Bees. 10 runs, 13 hits, and an error for El Paso. This was a close game until the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 on the inside corner, a called strike, 1-1. The Bees made it 4-3 on the solo homer in the top of the 6th by Ryan Noda. It was a 4-3 ball game, and El Paso came through with a 5 spot in the bottom of the 6th and blew the game open. 1-1, a vicious cut. Campero came up empty. It's 1-2. Out of the pen tonight for the Chihuahuas. Roots on that scoreless frame. Brito 1 1/3, gave up just a hit. Walked 1, struck out 3. Here's Chirino trying to nail it down here in the 9th. 1-2. It's a bouncer high to the right side. The second baseman, Dungan, has it. Throws to second. They'll only get 1. Nice stretch over there by the shortstop, McCoy, to secure the out. They get the lead runner. They get the second out of the inning. Bees down to their final out here, as it'll be Matthew Lugo. Lugo tonight, grounded out to short. He doubled, reached by an error, and struck out. Nobody watching first base with the Campero. Pitch is inside. Lugo had to get out of the way of it. Now, Lugo, a great addition to this team. They're excited about him after that trade. They had just a quick little dose of what he could do in the one game he was a part of. The 1-0 was on the outside corner, a strike. He had a 3-run homer against Tacoma. And his upside is absolutely terrific. Same thing with Cavadas, who was a part of that trade coming to the Angels organization. Lead at first, Campero, the 1-1. Lugo takes outside. It pops in and out of the glove of Camposano, but into the left-hand batter's box, and Camposano recovers it. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike, and 2 out. Bees down by 7. Casual lead over there at first base. Hands on hips for Campero. The pitch is high. 3 balls and a strike. Matthew Lugo, right-hand batter. Right-hand pitcher, Chirino. Comes the 3-1. A little nubber, looping liner towards the second baseman, Dungan. He has to play it on the bounce. Soft toss to first in time. And that'll do it for the season opener tonight. The El Paso Chihuahuas run away from the Bees in the late innings. And what was a 10-3 victory as fireworks go off from beyond the center field wall. His first game of the season goes to the home team. And the Bees start 0-1 on the year. 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Bees. And 10 runs, 13 hits, and an error for the El Paso Chihuahuas. 10th inning show, it's coming up next, right here on the KSL Sports Zone.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Explore, plan, and book your next trip with Travel Pass, travel's new triple play. With real travelers sharing real recommendations, you'll always know where to go, what to do, and where to eat. Tips you can trust are right at your fingertips with Travel Pass. Travel Pass is a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Hey, Bees fans, gear up for the season at the Salt Lake Bees team store. From jerseys and hats to souvenirs and more, we've got everything you need to show your Bees pride. Swing by the store today at the ballpark or shop online at beesteamstore.com. Go Bees! Explore, plan, and book your next trip with Travel Pass, travel's new triple play. With real travelers sharing real recommendations, you'll always know where to go, what to do, and where to eat. Tips you can trust are right at your fingertips with Travel Pass. Travel Pass is a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Hey, Bees fans, gear up for the season at the Salt Lake Bees team store. From jerseys and hats to souvenirs and more, we've got everything you need to show your Bees pride. Swing by the store today at the ballpark or shop online at beesteamstore.com. Go Bees! Welcome back to El Paso and on into the 10th inning show tonight, where the Salt Lake Bees fall to the El Paso Chihuahuas by the final score of 10-3. The Bees tonight had a tough time after they had this thing in a 4-3 ball game, but a 5 spot in the bottom of the 6th inning blew it open to what was a 9-3 deficit, and El Paso tacked on one more in the 7th for that 10-3 win. 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Salt Lake Bees. They stranded 8. For the Chihuahuas, 10 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error. They left 5 on base. The Bees were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. El Paso was 5 for 12. Trenton Brooks, a 2-homer night. He had 10 total last season, but this guy has been fabulous with the extra base hits since 2018. No player in minor league baseball has had more doubles. Well, tonight, it was a homer-friendly game for him. Homered in the 3rd, homered in the 5th, and the Salt Lake Bees, who really were just kind of 1 run behind the whole entire way, but that 6th inning really did them in, as the first 4 were able to reach base, 6 of the first 7. It was a 5 spot there that put them in a hole that they were not able to recover from. For the Bees, it was Bryce Teodosio, the only player with a multi-hit game on the night, as he was 2 for 4. On top of that, it was Scott Kingery, who his first plate appearance as a member of the Bees was a solo home run. Ryan Noda, who was 1 for 4 on the night, but that one, it was a solo blast that got out of here in a hurry, and it smashed off the facing of some of that premium seating. You could feel this crowd get a little bit tense as the Bees were starting to close in at that moment. The winning pitcher tonight, it was Raul Brito, as he gets the victory. He's 1-0 on the year. He came out of the pen 1 1/3, had 1 hit, gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 3. Taking the loss, Sean Anderson, 5 innings of work. Had some really bright moments, but gave up 6 hits, 4 runs all earned, struck out 3, and gave up a couple of home runs on the evening. And on the night, the Salt Lake Bees come into this one, wanting to get off to a great start for the season, but also knowing it's a long, long road ahead. A great mixture with veteran ball players with some terrific Major League experience and successful Major League experience, combined with some young emerging players to go with that as well. Overall, it all added up to what was a 10-3 loss against the El Paso Chihuahuas. We're going to preview game number 2 of this series later on, but coming up next, we'll take a listen to some of the highlights of this game tonight as the 10th inning show rolls on the KSL Sports Zone.
If your money's been hanging out in a savings account but not getting the gains you want, it's time to get your money working in a high-yield certificate account from America First Credit Union. America First certificates can help you save more, faster, without breaking a sweat. No matter what your financial fitness goals are, get bigger gains and greater rates with a certificate account from America First. Open yours today. America First, helping your money do more. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's. For mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Smith's, you always get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West. or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Welcome back to the 10th inning show tonight. The season opener, the Salt Lake Bees visited the El Paso Chihuahuas for game one of this three-game set. It started off with Sean Anderson getting the start for the Salt Lake Bees, and it didn't start necessarily well. An error right out the gate by Keyboom, but a double play with a terrific defensive play by Keyboom. Oscar Gonzalez got a hit. Ornelas a hard hit ball, but right to Cavadas. No harm done. No score after one. On the other side, Ryan Bergert making his AAA debut tonight for El Paso. Retired the first five, including a couple of strikeouts. But the sixth hitter to come to the plate was Scott Kingery. Flies this one out to center on the first pitch. Drifting back onto his wall, to the wall, leaps up, and it is gone. A solo shot home run for Scott Kingery, who wasn't sure if it got out. A few of the players are questioning whether or not it got out. The umpires have signaled it is indeed a home run. Then they signaled it was a double. And then manager Keith Johnson went out to talk about it, and they went back to it being a home run. 1-0, Bees in the lead. And then the bottom of the second, Luis Campusano led it off with a single. Connor Joe followed up with a single. Trouble looming, first and second, nobody out. But Sean Anderson was able to dig in. Struck out Brasso and Dungan to make it 2 out and 2 on. But Mason McCoy made sure to cash in. 2-0. Lifted high and deep to left center. Hustling out Teodosio. Back at the track. At the wall. It's off the top of the wall. Rounding third and coming in to score is Campusano. Connor Joe right behind him. Relay throw to the plate. Not in time. It's a 2-run double for Mason McCoy. And El Paso has their first lead. It's 2-1. So a 2-1 lead at that moment. The Salt Lake Bees were needing to battle back. Trailing by the 2-1 score, but in the bottom of the third inning, Trenton Brooks, one of the better players in the Pacific Coast League, coming over from the Sacramento River Cats, had a great debut with the Chihuahuas. Brooks scorches one high and deep to center. Going back on it is Lugo. At the track, looks up, it's gone. Off the top deck of the premier seating, just to the right of center field. Solo shot home run, Trenton Brooks. And El Paso leads 3-1 as fireworks go off beyond the center field wall. So 3-1 was the score at that point. The Salt Lake Bees would cut it to a 3-2 game in the top of the fifth inning with a great base on balls by Nico Cavadas with the bases loaded. It was a huge moment in the ball game to keep the inning going. J.D. Davis stepped up to the plate with the bases loaded, 2 down. A huge strikeout in that moment by Benjamin coming out of the pen to help preserve the lead, as it was still at 3-2 at that moment. Then, bottom of the fifth inning, Trenton Brooks, who homered in the third, looked to do the same in the fifth. This is launched high and deep to right, out towards that short porch. Campero running by the sidewall, leaps up, he can't get it. It's just over the wall. A solo home run for Trenton Brooks, his second of the game, and it's a 4-2 lead for El Paso. It was an amazing effort on that play by Gustavo Campero, who went right to the wall, timed his leap perfectly, got his glove above the wall and over it, and that ball just did get over his glove and over the wall to make it a 4-2 game. The Bees willing to battle back. They moved on to the top of the sixth inning. Leading off the frame was the newcomer, Ryan Noda. 1-1 scorched high and deep to right field. A towering shot by Noda, and it's gone viciously off the face of the right field premium seating deck. Solo blast Ryan Noda, and the Bees have cut the lead to 4-3 as some of the Boo Birds make their way out. So a 4-3 ball game. You could just feel we were headed for what was a great night. Just this kind of back and forth battle with these two teams. But the bottom of the sixth hit, and that is when the trouble happened to arrive. Tirso Ornelas reached with a 4-pitch walk. Campusano, a hard hit ground ball. And all of a sudden, 2 on, nobody out. And then that brought Connor Joe to the plate, looking to extend the lead. 4-3 El Paso, the pitch. Ground ball hit through the whole left side, a base knock. Ornella scores from third. Camposano holds at third. In and out of the glove of the cutoff man, but an RBI single for Connor Joe. It's a 5-3 lead for the Chihuahuas. So 5-3 ball game, and the Bees were badly in need of managing the damage at this point just to control it and keep this in reach. Mike Brasso was hoping to make it even worse. 2-2. Ground ball sharply hit, back up the middle and through. It's a base hit. In to score from third is Camposano. Connor Joe goes first to third. It's an RBI single for Mike Brasso. Back-to-back-to-back singles. All four have reached base here in the sixth, and it's now a 6-3 El Paso lead. 6-3 at that point. Clay Dungan made it 7-3. He laid down a bunt perfectly to bring in the runner from third, and then Mason McCoy lit the place up with the rip down the line. It's the 0-2. A high bouncer down the third base line. Fair past the glove of Davis down the third base line, headed for the corner. Trotting around third and walking home is Brasso. McCoy's rounded second, headed for third. He'll get there with a head first slide, and it's an 8-3 ball game. 8-3 the score at that point. They tacked on another to make it 9-3. They got one in the seventh, making it 10-3, and it all added up to a 10-3 final in Game 1 tonight. We'll take our last look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll preview Game 2 of this series coming up next. You're listening to the 10th Inning Show right here on the KSL Sports Zone.
A new era of baseball has arrived in Daybreak with the arrival of the Salt Lake Bees, and we are proud to be their official sponsor. Holmes Homes has been building in Daybreak for over 20 years, helping create a rich environment for families to live, grow, and play. Single-family homes, condos, and luxury estates, Holmes Homes has the perfect place for every fan. Join our neighborhood. Find your dream home in Daybreak today. Holmes Homes, building more than homes, building community.
Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood Holiday. You know, something we're kind of proud of is that all our fuel is sourced in Utah and Idaho, which means no cross-country trips for our fuel trucks, which in turn means better air quality. And that's important to us because we live here too. Those faceless corporations that run other stores, they don't care about our air. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're busy starting a tire fire somewhere right now. Anyway, we'll see you soon at Holiday, where everything is better, even the air.
Hey, Bees fans, gear up for the season at the Salt Lake Bees team store. From jerseys and hats to souvenirs and more, we've got everything you need to show your Bees pride. Swing by the store today at the ballpark or shop online at beesteamstore.com. Go Bees!
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Welcome back to El Paso, where the Salt Lake Bees fell tonight by the final score of 10-3. Let's take a look at what else happened in the Pacific Coast League and Major League Baseball. Most of the games have gone a final, where the Mets got by the Astros by the final score of 3-1. Juan Soto with his first home run as a Met. Jonah Heim crushed his second home run for the Rangers. They defeat the Red Sox 4-1. O'Neal Cruz, a two-run blast, and the Pirates got by the Marlins 4-3. Blue Jays handled the Orioles 8-2. It was the Rays coming back to beat the Rockies tonight by the score of 3-2. Cameron Meisner with the walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth. Games in action right now. Tigers lead at the Dodgers 2-0. That game is in the top of the sixth. A's 5, Mariners 0 as they're stretching in Seattle. Braves and Padres tied at 3, bottom of the sixth, and the Diamondbacks lead over the Cubs 6-1. That game is right now headed to the seventh inning of play. Sacramento all over Albuquerque at home tonight, 8-0. They're going to the seventh. Round Rock and Tacoma tied up at 2 apiece. Las Vegas, a 2-0 lead over Reno as they're headed to the sixth. One of the game is a final. Sugarland edged out Oklahoma City by the final score of 4-3. This final tonight was 10-3. El Paso defeating Salt Lake. The pitching matchup for tomorrow should be a lot of fun, and including the game on Sunday as well. It's Jared Collar who takes the mound for the Chihuahuas. He goes up
against Chase Silseth. The Chase Silseth, great to see him out there again. Great to see him working once again after having to leave the season early. And it's fitting that he faces El Paso. His season ended early. July 28th last year, left the game against El Paso, had to have elbow surgery. And what was sad about that is he was finally hitting his groove. I mean, he was really looking like the best version of Chase Silseth. I mean, his 3 starts right before that, an ERA of .87. Opponents were hitting 118 against him. He gave up just 1 extra base hit. And so you could really feel the success of Chase Silseth coming along. And all of a sudden, his season was cut short right there. He was the first player from the 2021 draft to play in the bigs, and he'll be on the bump tomorrow night for the Salt Lake Bees. So we look forward to that. 6:35 first pitch. Make sure to join us right here on the KSL Sports Zone. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Our thanks to Parker Long for doing such a great job back in the studio, as always. And our thanks to you for listening. In 2 hours and 41 minutes, the final score once again, the Chihuahuas 10 and the Bees 3. I'm Tony Park saying good night from El Paso. This has been a presentation of Salt Lake Bees baseball on the KSL Sports Zone.
You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees baseball. For a schedule of all the upcoming games and to buy tickets, go to slbees.com. This is 97.5.
97.5.
The KSL Sports Zone.